understood the composition of the cathedral and the museum with the biblical gardens. Once they know that.
Give us a picture again, maybe because of all these things, we've forgotten how it's going to look. So again, let's have a 3D in our minds. How will the cathedral look like? What's the outlook?
Yeah, it's about 3 parts. The cathedral is in 3 parts. A building that will host about 5,000 people. A museum that will be called Museum of Africa. And then Biblical Gardens of Africa too. When you come to the museum...
Why just 5,000 people?
Yeah, it's 5,000, but it has been done in such a way that once we want to host a big event...
Like 1 million? Can it contain?
No, you can host up to 20,000. There are wings that can be open to host or to accommodate about 20,000 people. So that is there. But if you came to the museum in 3 parts, for instance, you would have documents of missionaries who have worked in Ghana. You can relive, this is what I want, some of the biblical issues like, let's say, Passover. How the Israelites passed through the Red Sea. How manna came from heaven. If you come to the New Testament, we can mimic something like the Transfiguration, the day of Pentecost. So we have documents of all the interpretations of the Bible, all different interpretations from in Africa here, other countries, you have that. So it's good for scholars.
Right.
We have youth center, we have children's center.
But this is the message they sold to you. We're Pentecost of opinion. Adia no mo yenom say boni omo boa. But you saw what they did, how they packaged it. Omo ko bubu judge for dying to go ye. Ebubu foreign affairs ministry omo bubu to go ye. And omo be creating impression between mutrim omo use a software omo use a hemfo. We are soft penny. Recently it is all case Ghana nyome bi nko ye. And you see, these are the same people who turn around and say abayin your way. Abayin sisi dan siwo. Abayin sisi da adama judge for abayin sisi ministries. Odi party ni mo bebu dan nyina to go ye. So mo betu amena. National Cathedral away. That is the MPP. And they are dangerous. It's what they do is every time when they come, they target a menu as a nation. They break it down. Hospitals, they will break it down. They don't care. Because it's about Mayesika. Because Ghana for Jimmy, that is the MPP. And when you hear a man of God speak like this, any problem. And I'm not here to use words against him. I am not here to judge Pentecost of opinion. It is not my job. But I'm Ghana for the MPP for a year. Almost smash one call for women, but not TV. So they're catching them.
As in the we are in contact with Israel for I Chebia Yebiemu. The first ambassador no okono. Second ambassador you starting negotiations. You could be wailing war na kakra. Okay. Now they are big frying wailing war. Ni see wailing war. Now man authentic wailing war within our biblical garden. It will be $500. Ewo Nigeria. No person ko Israel ko bompaye. Na say ntimi ntwa na ticket. I fa no be ko Obagana. As unim dia ewom. We are in contact. Ewo Nigeria. No person ko Israel ko bompaye. Na say ntimi ntwa na ticket. I fa no be ko Obagana.
This is the NPP. Omo nyina da ho we ba omia pastor, we na map ba omia spiritual direction. Why say asobayre? This is what they do. This is the NPP. So refinyoma we nyina, they are still around. These are the people directed by omia spiritually. Omo petumi biem, that is what they do. Sakwa we mu wini to me, undi omo de ye onene yere. You saw what they did in Ghana. But also refi, they are all around oh. They are waiting some ube Jimmy mu biem. That is what they do. That is the NPP. Don't get it twisted. Don't be too hard on yourself. The NPP is a party. Don't even waste your time. They will destroy everything. That is their purpose. It is go after Nkrumah, kill Nkrumah. Whoever believes in Nkrumah, go after it's our personal. Because fitting in Kwara Brim, that is what they have told them and taught them Saa ne akyerɛ omo say obia odon kroma pen kroma believe in a kroma policy no or your townful. That is the MPP. Don't make this complicated. Sign of Umpedifo, Oma Hemfo, Omo Asofo. That is how they think. You cannot change them. That is them. They are against anybody who is not with them when it comes to we wanting to own our own Ghana. That is the principle, the simplest thing. It's Ghana for Mutmitna na Mama MPP no, it's not a political party. It needs to be dissolved. No reasonable human being should get up in the morning and say, me pegana ye, na me do MPP, na me MPP mra power. Chile wajiri nye juma. Team, are we okay? Chile wajiri nye juma. So these are dangerous people. They can do anything for power. And power now more penal. And yes, I power chichere Ghana. And it's not Busom say, a dear pa na mumayama Ghana for move to me the say so. Because se ope omo pe e japadie. Omo de chire wiase say ya de ya bobra. E ya menu anom omo MPP mu. Titru dodo omo ya santefo. Dia santini pe ne so de ne nsa chire edan wo santase say wo fa kokum ne dan esi santase na chese wo fa bobra. Why can't the NLM, which is today MPP, why can they not point to a property? Moka say omunya to me, omoba 1992, Constitution by 92, Kufoba. They cannot point to one thing. Because MPP are not here to build. Listen to me. I understand these people. I am one of them. And they can lie. They are liars. Party bako, Dankwa Mudia, Buzia Mudia, Dombo Mudia, one party. It belongs to 3 homes, 3 families. Party bako, Adana Adwasafo Busia. And that is the most dangerous thing any country. That mistake, we need not to do that mistake. That say attempt to me, Ediama one political party which is driven by 3 heads. It's dangerous. And it's not about power. It is not about Ghana. It is about individually. Dombo, Dankwa, Buzia, Dia Obia Benya. So anytime they are in power, it's about stealing. It is about being powerful. Because Sa Dankwa, Dombo, Buzia, Fono, everybody wants to be powerful. There are 3 of them. Everybody wants to be powerful to lead the party. So how do you become powerful? It is the amount of wealth you amass, you will steal. In Tomuna Tumia, na Adani Sikeria competition. Because who is going to lead the party next? Who is going to be the leader of the party? That is what you are seeing. So, we will never hand over Ghana to Partia, the branches here 3. Are you crazy? Wait, Jimmy. So, over time, a crow, Ediama Partia, the branches here 3. A crobia where we are CBI develop piano, party be a leading a branch here 1. When it comes to America, the Democrat are your 1 branch. The Republicans are your 1 branch. Over Ghana, the NDC is 1 branch. But when you come to the NPP, are 3 branches. How can you hand over a country to 1 political party that has 3 interests? The party has 3 different interests. Dankomo interest are different from Dombo. Dombo interest are different from Buzia. So they all have internet. The party cannot sit and think about Ghana. It's about who becomes superior amongst the 3. Very dangerous political party. And don't underestimate them. They have pain in their heart. Sa pain in ane wo makube mo amudi di Kwame Nkrumah and tata Kwame Nkrumah na mpeso mu Kwame Nkrumah threatened to kill him 7 times no. That is that pain, it is back. Right now, obi a onye MPP ni bia your enemy. They don't care. They can kill you. They can find means to destroy you. And right now they are so bitter. They are bitter against Ghana, not the NDC. Mamika Binchamo. Some Ghana for say MPP are pissed off. They are bitter against the NDC. And I'm Ghana for Jimmy. The MPP is angry with Ghana. Yes, that is where their anger is. They don't care about the NDC. No. The NPP, they don't care about the NDC. The NPP are angry with Ghana because they believe, say, Omo na wase Ghana for allow Omo to rule you. So when they get that power again, They will squeeze you people. Last week, sometime to me my MPP, it will take coup. I just so Jenny and now MPP need be tribute to and some of the 2 me amamo. And I will say this every day. These are dangerous people. Don't underestimate a party that has 3 heads. It is dangerous. And your party, a kuo, a clan, a busia, MPP no a busia, and yet a political party that is waiting to take ideas from anyone. No. It is a busia, a yenton, a busia miensa, and a oma commutabum into obia what the interests. They all have their interests. I say Kufu Ado mobile, you know. Na asante for no say achim forward ye nya tumi e be kire obomante. Ha, sana party dit ye. Kufu Ado mobile, you know. Na asante for no say Kufu Ado be bu otumfo anim tia. So mo tini nyina. Otumfo etena asante memo Kufu Ado ba asante be didi omatem. E be ka kire kwapiafo mo ya asante hina de hye so mfom kwase anko. Omo nya kwan na mo a omo nto emfa no ho. Because they so say sa group na mo asante memo no eye dan kwabuziafo no. They are powerful than you people. It will always be about them. Anybody who rises up against them, they'll kill you. They'll come after you. And that is the principle of the MPP. So you see, and internet, so we study a year MPP history now. Dombo no, because they didn't see Dombo as powerful, no, they always gave Dombo no the vice president, the running mate role. They have always, even between the 3 of them, no, among the 3, no, Omu Dombo say only the last. They have never recognized Dombo say Ombe lead the party, no. It is our study. They always make the Dombo people the running mate. And it's not one tough one, no. Enti de bia no me nuanom asantefo no mo MPP no to bika se entafo mo MPP mu no omombo mpa no be asantefo na asantefo be abrofo. Do you understand? Enti they have always seen Dombo Baomian and entafo no say they don't have the right to lead the party. So they have always become third fiddle and then second fiddle. Third fiddle. Now a buzia any dankofo na pre. Dombo for the paper binino. Papa Johnson, and they were insisting. So when you don't want some running flag bearer there, we need a Asantini to be the running mate because we are just putting the Dombo person there for the record. We are just putting Dombo person there for as a symbol. They did not put Baumia as a running mate, as a flag bearer because they wanted Baumia. No. They have never wanted Baumia. We are only the slave in the party. And tough for them people, no, they are the slaves. By mistake, and a Baumia ever share. Now they needed a default to be Baumia's running mate. Send a bayan Comunia to me 2024. They will do everything possible, take Baumia out, not Asabe fee. So in 2024, they were telling themselves it is coming home. They knew it was going to come home because they had put everything in place. Bibia say it was coming home because ye Jimmy and get it to me my Baumi and Kabada Kabaumi and Kuna Twachne. The party no so want dynamics not here. Ubedi sa boa and itina on say party co-positioner and tough for the young Kwasi Jumanapa announced the year. When the MPP, when they are in opposition, one more pan the Dim Kwasi as party men tough be. They use them to clean the shit into party demonstration and neck focus here in Kofano Mujimi or say Ken must go and tough for boys and Kwam Prissy for Kwara. A basana the royals Dombo Buzia for they sit back. The Gabi Ochredakons, the people who are the Dombo Buziano, they all sit back. The moment the party goes into opposition, near the Bini paper for Naba, and tough for no more party, no, Omono young Kwasi Jumano, it's West Stadia, and people opposition, and tough for no more Pano, more people, no Mujimi, Salam Mustafa, Katala Cow. You can see, mention, you can see it. That is what they do. That is, they have never recognized those people. Now, but trying to analyze the party, no, into some position, Jimini the moment power comes, now a cratch of waba, a cratch of woman too. So to see Baumia as their flag bearer, they don't like Baumia, but they have no option. What am I say? They don't like Baumia, but they have no option. It's the MPP near or no, Oya dankwa buziani no. Okoto amabama bi anene ya ona kumem. Yes. It hurts them. Say mekoto maaba amatani. Inti sa vote kakra na onyaye no. Na eyakomadin, it was tough for them. It was very difficult. Mama, Sankofo Wenjimi, the MPP as a political party. Mama Ghana they be as a party way a Ghana for party. Where kwasia. They don't care about you. And I'll take my time one day and do 3 hours MPP history for you to see the dynamics. See be a party in here. You see what Baumia's wife is doing. You see how they have technically put Kennedy in a spot. You know what they are doing? They have a plan. Kennedy Japan are down for panning apo. And Baumian they know if they give Kennedy a little bit of room, they give him a little bit of room, damage a Kennedy Bayeno. And that damage is not about Okokuobio. Kennedy will infiltrate and the party will be taken away back to sender. Omon Peneda. They are not going to allow it. Now, mommy and question young womb. You see, let me tell you something. Thank you very much, team, for bringing this in. Audio is very low. Kevin Taylor, oya kwasia na me udi mate na me charge. Na me say. Na me macho ne ba. Udi mate na macho ne ba. Na me charge. Mumpe ya magana fo ehu. One day, me the be 4 hours bet na ha. Na ma start from back. Dem yen na nsem po dey say so. Na ma start from back. Na my detail na chiro. So your MPP ni obe fit you walk, especially we are 10 now your MPP ni you walk. So you nkran now your MPP ni you walk. Omoba opposition busa won say achimfo send the TV so defend the MPP. Omoba opposition no busa won say asantifo mapafo send the TV so defend the MPP. Enyan kwase for say poyando mo meka omo anatumi ba no mo enim. How many of them they are sitting back? What are they doing? Yema ebinitete no entafo dombo for more party no omo no mo yankwase adwuma no. And that's their tradition. Party this hani achechire no kokofo ne ahemfo mo asantem na chechire party no into we turning out party no ho a we akwa automatic. And the biggest problem is akwa na di party denim, and they have devised a plan to make sure akwa no de ne beji to me. Into am ka tell say to me be da ho aton ma me kojere and be ton akwa, and akwa ne ba wo me am ton na koji to me in the next 42 years. Now, I'm coming in. I'm in Chawadi. Stories in the doors. So I was saying, 9:45. Show because we're Ghana na. Show because we're Munjayo na. Yeah, no, ya call off ni asaba on. Ye jina ya naso. E more din ti se mo sini bibi. Aye. Now, my mention. Ya mama story kakra. Team, let me touch on a few stories and then I can enter court. A few. I had the president of the Republic of Ghana a year, John Mahama, to begin a resetting tour in the central region from June 26th to 27th. I had Friday, Saturday week. I had the president of the Republic, Oba Infantimenmu. Now I had president, I offered John Mahama. You know, I entered the president to obey Wabu Jumaye. Now my attended the president, why and there, Obeba, a fifi mantim. Onye fanciful beds in Como, Obe baby, Oni Ghana for our fantimemu, or share fantiman, and fantifootball in Sembebri, Nawakodo, President Jumadia or Kodo, or Pedo or Nankasa Oba, na Odzinenua, Obohum, Jumadza, na Pamfoa, where you won world one fantimenu. Inti Ewan fantimenu, na Inhu John Mahama after elections, sir. John Mahama, Orba, Odinenua, or Beshe, Nzama. Sebio or share infantifobo de obeye. Now John Mahama Orban or in Sembebrain or Orba or Bechet and Semu or Big Obejum or Bat no big gum. I come it infanti. Mr. Taylor, I would say. And Anando, Okabe, me fantino Oshay. It's the president Nankasa Orban Fantimen. Na Minyanum one hour one fantim president ba asemi o hobia wonye nka enyim president yi ono oyenyipa bi a oboy na akomam onyipa otumi tena na wa pese nsemu na wa ma wonhu nzama opede woye man mfantefo wona ngasa wonyim wo maame kroten a wo friend Jena na opoko agima na mfantefo teda me yede ma Ghana ejuma maame reboy ehwe na sawa okosewe ewo mbra Ghana world World Cup ya maame odi two form na or shake just ehu dem fantinyi besa nkasa onim ne timing na Professor Nano Pukwajiman so ordinary atar president nature there ombra fantimemu na onem fantifo medi bezi nkomo insembebre boshe bebre president ohye ebi wo ha orkodo ebi wo ho do a wonyan start president opeda on ankasa wo ba na onem fantifo penifo ahemfo na akromu ma wotena se na wohu mo obeye ma infantiman afanen tampa we fra. That's the announcement. The president is coming on a resetting tour, the central region. He will be visiting villages, constituencies. He'll be speaking to chiefs, meeting religious leaders, talking to you, the central region people. So expect the president on Friday and on Saturday. He's going to be in the central region. As you all know, this is a president who is willing and ready to speak to every single person. The work he gave some of his appointees, the promises they promised the people in the central region, the kind of commitment, the things he committed to, he is coming back to account for the things that he said. There are so many things ongoing. There are things that have been accomplished, some that are still being worked on. The president will come and open up to you. He will explain everything into detail, and you let the people in the central region understand this is a government that is transparent. He's not going to come sell you gold. He's going to come tell you the truth. This president is not going to come to the central region to lie to anyone. The president is going to let you know what is really happening. If things aren't working well, he will let you know. If things are rosary, the president will be clear with you. So on Friday and Saturday, the president of the Republic will be in the central region. The resetting tour is happening on Friday and on Saturday. Make a date. Wait for the president. Mankasa mahemfo infantimenu. What I can say is, oh yeah, abasa hine no ono oye kromfo enti mema obia allow that man enyan abasa ohine no oye ma obia manem be president no oye kromfo. The Central Regional House of Chiefs, if the president decides to come there, that's fine. But you people should make sure nobody should allow that person or that man close to the president. Thank you very much. Now, John Dramani Mahama buying at the Assembly Abetudja. President said, Cabinet has directed Attorney General to draft State Asset Protection Bill to regulate disposal. And President Mahama Akasa or say, Cabinet Ajatum Edi Jumedi bi ama Attorney General say onko di hujuma onfa krata sebio emra emu odin na yemfa emba parliament ne emehye emra ni nyina ne say oman ejapade John Mahama ne NDC say o say ebon ho ban na sene be ebebo ho ban say o say enya emra emu odin pampe a ebetumi abo oman ejapade ho bra enti John Dramani Mahama ama Attorney General no wa ma no dwuma say onko kaka emra ensie ni na samra no yentumi emehye na yenjintum say uye president uye government na oba power ana oba tumi mu a oman ejapade obie ni ho kwan say ode ne nsabeka ne ati krom ha na achechede na nado danko kufuado one abozege ene ne busuafo ebeton oman ejapade diye ebebubu oman ejapade. President Mahama say imradu say yebehye emrakete a ebetumi abo oman wehu yene ankase ejapade ho ban a ebeye emra emu odin enti odi dwumade no ama Attorney General say onko tenase na one ni team no entena no monka madwunbo no monfa emra emu odin say be ono John Dramani Mahama kura no ne NDC no say ofiri so na obi bedi so a Ghana ni bia ni ho politician ni bia ni ho nipa hunu nipa fun bia ntumi manka say me ba besia sorry me besi masalachi me ba be ye den enti me bebu eye den Ghana japade egu me bedwi eye Ghana asase egu o say saade no ende one ne cabinet atena se ama omagia tum say Attorney General enkoye mra emu odin emra president bia ni Ghana obetumi abetena so a obetumi afa Ghana japade atonwadi senia MPP for ye ende Ghana japade nsase bebre ene nyoma sebio na eye dia ne atikrom ha ɛna MPP aban baayɛ Ghana ejapade a ɛyɛ hospital la General Hospital Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ka so mbuntungu ne ati krom ha ɛna Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo akyekyedeɛ ɔne ba omia sɛ ɔmo ba besi adeɛ bi ɛfɛ National Cathedral ɛyɛ judge for dan ɛyɛ ministries ɛyɛ hospital ɔmo bu ni nyinaa tugu yɛ John Mahama sɛ kyerɛ bodam ni na ɛbɛyɛ saa ne ati krom ha ɛna ɛyɛ toll booth a na aban ɛgyegye ɛtoɔ ɛwɔ yɛ akwantempɔn so a yɛde kyekyere man no ɛyɛ amoakwanta ɛde ne gym bubu ni nyinaa tugu yɛ. There are a lot of things we need to protect as a nation. Some of the assets, it generates their revenue. Some of the assets, we need to keep them. The NPP, sebio ene ahimfubi neteye japadie sikeria gold ne hunsam intina party no. Every time they get the opportunity, they will come and destroy this nation. And anytime Makache Ghana for say, for the next 42 years, say per se recover na ya chichire mino na sabe jane naso na eye omanya yebetumi ediwa dance say ye dogana enisi ye ma MPP a eye busuafo party eye party a sebio eye achiame ene ahimfu bi bo mutimu poso mpeso mu wia Ghana mote no. We are not supposed to allow the NPP back to power. Very, very important. Now, as Umia, Brian the Champomo, and Casnet, the hotels are gathering in a commuton. See, you're not Chamokai. Where counting John Mahama say, Yamra, Yamfa Emra and Tukwemu, Yamra, a more ding. Say, I Yamra, MPP Babium in 42 years on Baton Snet. Say, I Yamra, MPP Babium in 42 years on Baton Bank of Ghana Dino. Say, I Yamra, MPP Ba, Sa hospitals are yes, Omo Baton Amomo. Into John Mahama say, Yen Shamra. Attorney General nko yam rantina mra so no hyemra no famra no onfa ne crat ne signature en chassis ne san chassis na embeye emra mu odin na embo Ghana ho ban masa we nya president onim nyansa any party onim nyansa sa de we ensi he say you court say ya NDC be mistakes NDC benya some things right NDC nipa na wom ebi mo ho a omaya nyoma bi a emfata party ne betwi nipa ne bia so President ebetwi nipa ni bia so ye ne Ghana for edumre bi a ye bekasa nyoma bi mu but opepa ewo MPP fo akumem NDC fo akumem a omaya magene se omo NDC fo no se bi opepa ewo makumem no omo beye ejuma de aboa Ghana no. That is what we need to support. There's never been a perfect government in this world. But what we are seeing, and what we saw recently, the NDC is a party they are not perfect. They cannot get everything right. They are not a party, every single thing they'll get it right. But at least, Opepano, that willingness to help, that Nyanse do mutim akomapa mo peso mo chichire man ma ye nyina nya hoto no enu ti dey support NDC ye ka ensempa for John Mahama djumadi a odi ho enu ti na ye nyina ye tell say adwene da John Mahama trim ene akomapa NDC one we want to support it. That is why me as a card-bearing member of the NPP I support the vision of the NDC. It's mami antutu nyoma we say very, very important. Now, asem way asem so a esu ye a o se di ho nkomo. Na obi beka say na obi beka say na asem be na ekozo sa no. Abasa hine de so ekromfo. Now, Ghana 8th Commission. Omodi asem bia betudwa na asem ne mu odin. Asem ne saying asem ne nyina ne say Ghana recorded 15,290 new HIV infections and 12,648 related deaths in 2024. Ghana 8th Commission, the statistics be able to more DE. Almost say a year afe 2024 no. Ghana ye kika AIDS yarwa nyina bubo mu Ghana nyina no. Nipa 15,290. We mu yo mo call ye omo test. Omo anko no. Omo ye ama so omo nkokra anko ye test no. Ye nim no omo de omo ho. We mu ni omo call ho. Eko ye say ye be test ebia bibi esi ye ntia o say ye omo test no we mu na some of them willingly omo ba ye na ebi moto na ebia yare bi de bo omo na decide say ye be omo test nipa 15,000 2024 nko awo ye 2026 ye ko 2027 Omu 2024 no nipa 15,290 na omunya HIV yarewa no ana emmoa no wo mu system no mu no emu 12,614 in 2024 omu nyina 8 na nkasa ku omu. Hey, asem we enye joke. That means HIV 8 na sebio sayare no and say Ghana no enye easy because you can say I recorded nipa 15,290 in 2024. Then eye bibi to say Benshia South constituency no. Mr. S. Me pesa me example keke me can say mo Benshia South mo 8. And I Benshia North. Mr. S. Mr. B. Benshia North. Omo constituency no aba eto no 2024 no nipa send eto aba ho. Me pesa me example bi na hu the reality. E dey say waba ne Benshia North and I Benshia South. And I say bi akwabre East. And I say the yemfa ne say we be ka say bi am ye bias. E bi yemfa ne say waba eye constituency bi te say eye den eye nhia so. We dwa. Mr. P, Oba Menshia North or Menshia South. Omo nipa omo to about home yes registered voters yes say. Me be say who picture no nipa dodo a 2024 nko na omo nya den HIV no. Masa nipa 15,290 and remember 15,290 ya record a hospital. Ya omo nam street in so a omo nyina nko record there say omo ko me test omo. Enti wo fa constituency bi say Menshia North. Now we share the padodo omo to about ho a ye mu 15,290 plus omo mba mbeto ye na say nipa ne dos ye. Mr. P, nipa dodo say to about Menshia North and Menshia South. Raw. Boys is girls are boys just one team who I say. Yani we beda multiple partners. Utu Ghana for Mr. P, thank you. So Menshia North no odi yam fan say get me Menshia South. Menshia North nipa mo to about ho 70,472. Into 70,000 no odi you move 15,000 we nipa 15,000 uko kejeti nipa mguo nyina be sa 15,000 omu nyina wo 8 wrong kwa utu boys for monte utu girls for monte. And then when you go on our national televisions you any ad anything sebio NCC they don't communicate, they don't send any information out. First, the crampo na sebio yaka say the biemba no that the number of 8 ada educational yenya no TV so radio so 90s no crown and 2026. And I don't know what the NCC they do or what their job is. They do nothing. The young people coming, obia educated obia. The AIDS Commission, I don't know whether they are funded or not funded. AIDS Commission is so we don't see what they are doing. They can't put education together to send to platforms for people to share. We don't see anything happening. And young people don't they don't see Yariano how dangerous are and nyoma bia obeya ubetumi abon ho ban. They don't care. And it hurts me because ejuma we ankasa no education when it comes to educating people about HIV NCC ejuma. NCC ejuma. But today NCC, how many people in Ghana po and a kai NCC enkwasiade regale oti NCC nenim tan enkwasiase no tetrota and ochochro and esra de atua ne ka. Sa girl Jimmy forward to NCC onye dwuma bia. And we remember the nonsense this lady did. They don't know their job. Ukopamo mo so say a political witch hunt. Yeti krom ha da ben na waso TV or Ghana so a ye bo de wuro bi fa HIV ho da ben. We don't see that again. Ye hu sa de ni biem. And also TV so a na TV so malam ba omiamu guso. Ubeso Ghana TV so malamfo ba omiane ni group no mugu so ya ntiasie hwe na den etia no de na si ye se dem tamakro ba omiane ni nkwasiafo mugu so TV so malamfo. And the last time we back Ghana, tell me catch us me come mama na me mama hwe TV na me gi remote na say me check it massa enkwasia sampa ni enkwasia sampa ni enkwasia nduro enkwasia sofo enkwasia chese jantra nyoma Ghana TV. So there's nothing educative on Ghana television. TV or Ghana nyina na sometimes we tell something timudia na mo hwe TV so Ghana mo ma no de na mo hwe a dear betes and a dear betes and a dear betes and a wedia advertising in die and answer where the onoma utedia now call radio so musa gusu Jimmy and I utedia and I tell you mobile ding and a me kwabena en kwasia ad ama se sia de I swear musa kakra I kwabena se sia de be say oba or the dada wa na de achi and me ha and me sisi unhu de kwabena ye and ya bra and ya kwade dear betes and no force no nom and a gigim abena de serious gwa ko bi papa de na obo nhweme yi o se abena edu adoma me fe bi fa me nkwan mu de edu de ebu adwuma nkasa hwe se esi akrampo no me ho tia me tie so o se me do no yensan ko bia ma na enkwase asem gwa ye jimitu ya asi enye nipa me so bia Ghana TV ni Ghana radio I say ye moa ene egu enkwasia ad edie na weni we yakoda na bema tedie mu adin na oba de so ye oba sema na wonum we ya bema oba achi na nkwasia sam na mpenifo gu ho na nkwara gu ho ya yesem puro na time aso na doctor we time aso na den na nkwasia ad upe wiase nkwasia ad efa nkwasia duro ho nkwasia nsa ho a eye Ghana. Kwabena ene de ade na no pe bo hwe nhwema sa o se abena mamembo na matede endre de wo kire me so yo ba mu o se ai na danfo bia fro na abena na ekosi sen o se ene kwabena obo nhwema ni me se ma kire se dure de duro papampa me simina so obasemanie ene me kuru kwabena obafia enije be yo nkwasea o mu jimi ye nye djuma enkwasiasam we ni wo yakoda na we sisi mu odin ena yen tufu enkora ne tina Ghana ye masa moa emma nkora ne nim bibia ye jimi wo Ghana ye jimi o ye sorry ewa no power Ghana 24 hours no ye di mu 20 hours jimi na 4 hours ya say busy anwako ahia me saa na de achi ye ni $1 kura da ho jimi ehiafo so de pay futuo ai bra na ya ye bi pay wa bodam na ya bi pay a de na edema wo na obetumi fo ehiafo no so na emu no mutufo ai hwe de o ye de ewiase de e na de fa jimi ko no a na nam kuro dem na ehiafo tufo ekura ehiafo de tufo anka oba brochire isikafo de tufo Ghana ehiafo de tufo we didi sika wie di preman oso no tidia se mo boys we de ye ka bibia kire wa mote fa kwasi akono ha ye wu kuta sika okoto aben wa hanam area enkofo yire nem na ne omde da we yiase abuofunu ene na oba betuafo ye tikrom ye ntufo ugo jina TV so na nkwasi afo so gu so in the name of Jesus eno sa wo hwe me afa on TV no so enwumbre mi hu oba bi eno your friend K yes American owo okeka ba me ho me komu ma wore be ho eno me pacho ki na ye ma amenom ye wo famwo ye sister TV so ade a ye fresh ofo na ki fanato so na ozi efra say o kase free asanwene so sa so na o asem ne say an sofo we de nyame kan ho se kasa na metiawu sofo sa capitalize an sofo we de me ba wakodi America da o se wudin ozi efra de de vida edimi bo mitrim wa woni mo bia didi k de o se ai me ba panyin Kevin, wakwase mwa ase kanwasam so fusu de wo yehye de enti bibei nyoma nkoye nansen na odi cars ba miensa ba ne papa kan ten so enti se ane ehu de anya ho ose na so asanyo so ai oso free house and so edimbi ewo so ebo ese meti Israel oba no oware wo so de ba de yire junior say no ani o kire no pabra ai boa wo ho ya beje wo kwasiasem nko a ye sori ankwasiasem nko na de achi Enkwasi asɛm nko a yɛnya de papa wokyiri papa de busuafo aba yɛsrɛw wa wonim ehiafo de wonim akɔra yi yɛne na nete ha yɛtunefo a wedi afa banyame akɔra kɔwia akɔtɔn wi me akye no na ebusuapanyin fra ntoma nkwasi akeka na wabɛtena wedi wa wonim obi fom kuma onfum nya enkwasi abɛ na asɛ kuro no ɛna hwɛ nipa dodo omanya 8 wa ha ubie yɛ TV so malamfo do mugu so enkwasi asɛm nko a ba omia ne nkɔra ready send na men sendo utumu nko fo be nkuti omo fi last me ba Ghana na me se me ma me honam kwam ko musa adwuma no me ma me na hwɛ sa adwuma no me we de meka ekwa Monica na hwɛ sa adwuma obekɔ no enkofo no gu TV no so na DSTV o so nhwɛ na ɔde akoto hɔ ai send ma men sendo ai usika yɛ sɛ 1000 and fa bra no obenya 10,000 me omo fi bi o enkofo no gu TV no so no omo fi omo ndware bo or we table be at home, near the MTN boy him, near the na companies is it one question same way. Now, Saturday no TV no TV no any deal over got that deal the I got TV the deal so. A great brand ye Jimmy too. Ye Jimmy da Puffy, ye Jimmy Bassa. Young Queen, me dimuchia. Now, a year or snow mammy, Madame Tokonu. Now, me last day, Maca. So far be mistake asem ma me nkom ade bia me ye wo Ghana na ma me kro ma me ma me o ma because me maka che ma me dada so far be bo hu musuo se ma kwhye Kevin Taylor ma me kom me ma me nya ne wo na me ba wo so baby a wo te sa de free no wo be sa ma na ko so far be bo hu musuo se ai me be hye Kevin Taylor ma me nkom wo be nu ho osofudie de be fono wani nji sofudie hu biem nyamesam ene nyamedwuma enya wo da biem me wo de brebre masofu bi nya mistake say makɔhye Kevin Taylor ma me kom ne yɛ ka sɛ wo wo be nu ho sɛ wo ba asase we so me kyerɛ wo sɛ me yɛ kafia me komu ama wo wanya wo nkom hya fafa baby wanya wo nkom hya fafa baby me ma me si suru wo hu ne da me mfa kwase ya me hye ma me kom wanya nkom hya hye kɔ na me de bre na one day my better say so fu bi say wa hye me ma me nkom na wa be pre do ho abeka na me so mu a me so kom say na kakra national TV so me so kom say kra me bu ma to atu sa akokɔ kwase asem nko na ne te Ghana munti mu frustrating nkofo ma me nkofo ti abrochire na mu frustrate omo ma me no na mu frustrate omo maame de omo kire ne se maame wei o wa sori no ma te se ne ba wa broche omo tata maame no maame ne tumi ma ne ma pressure wa brochira me na mu fo bi omo ha na de bi omo maame gina omo kon me sika o tam sika ne ma no ko ma sofo de ebufu kra ne se omo tumi de ye maame fo na edidi omo tirim maame fo ne bedu America o di sika mo na o sare ko ma sofo no Ghana. I'm telling you omo bebre omo gu akrom ha omo tumi brainwash maame fo na to the point say me nam fo de bitim kofa omo maame fira brochire e Ghana ba brochire omo tam sika ma omo maame wa ha na omo maame asa ne sika na ko Ghana ko masofo then obu say say e dey na ekoso Ghana e dey pa na san kwasa sem we it needs to stop me dem say obra sofo bi try side we hwe sofo bi oso do e Jack on the Jack Rambo on try say o ma hye Kevin Taylor maame nkom obenu hu o Ghana ho wa sori no megu na achia yam asade aye jantra for store wa sori megu no me eko me gu asore na mama ajantra fo abegina ho anadwo me gu ne de ajantra for sport uni me nye sa mistake ne da baby a wo hwe nkom ko no hyeko na wo de wo che wo ya ganga wo na wo ya hard me meti asofo bia na so me mba obi asore me ne obi ametwen ye wo ya nyamedwuma ye onyamedwuma na wo bo careless ye medi makɔhye Kevin Taylor ma menkom makɔhye Kevin Taylor papa nkom wa asore no me make sure se me gu no so a me ma ajantra fo na abegina ho e de ajantra for sport yeah. Some questions needs to stop. Wow. You know what time it is.
This is what I pour this thing in. The tomatoes. The tomatoes is in. There is a tin tomatoes. Yes, this is the fresh tomatoes, but I have to reconnect it with the tin tomatoes first. And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who I'm going to block someone. See, I'm going to block someone who will never forget in his life. What kind of stupidness is that? Am I doing soup? Is this a soup? Is this a soup? Do you see this as a soup? If you see a soup, won't you see a soup? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid girl? What kind of stupid girl? What's is this a soup? And then Jimmy some plan or not? Myself, if you don't, I'll slap you over there with that. Whoa. Who's backing you? I'll slap you right now. Stop a stupid girl. This is what I pour this thing in. The tomatoes. The tomatoes is in. There is a tin tomatoes. Yes, this is the fresh tomatoes, but I have to reconnect it with the tin tomatoes first. And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who I'm going to block someone. See, I'm going to block someone who will never forget in his life. What kind of stupidness is that? Am I doing soup? Is this a soup? Is this a soup? Do you see this as a soup? If you see a soup, won't you see a soup? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid girl? What kind of stupid girl? What's is this a soup? And then Jimmy some plan or not? Myself, if you don't, I'll slap. And then Jimmy some plan or not? Myself. And then Jimmy some plan or not? Myself. And then Jimmy some plan or not? Myself, if you don't, I'll slap you over there with that. And then Jimmy some plan or not? Myself, if you don't, I'll slap you over there with that. And then Jimmy some plan or not? 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 Myself. And then Jimmy some plan or not? Myself, if you don't, I'll slap you over there with that. Whoa. Who's backing you? I'll slap you right now. Stop a stupid girl.
The tomatoes. He's reconnecting the fresh tomatoes with the tin tomatoes. Hey, whoa. Makacho say, your setup here that we found to TV so. You are reconnecting the fresh tomatoes with the tin tomatoes. And then the tomatoes. Also, nya kuma so TV so. One day, I tell you, say, wababa ye eduane, wa ye gari pa kap gari siwo. Na ye better say enam esija so ma ochi. Ye better say beku krama na achi. One day ye tia no wachi krama no, weku na chia ye bagu edi me ye di ye tia. Akwa we ti bia na kuma ha no. Enyam one say next episode. Ye be one say enam kesia di dem. Ye better say na okrama no wo here wo say machi ne ku na chinare. Because akuma ne kuta kwa we no. One day anhwe yi a ye better say wa frɛ eye den. Eye Anthony Cabo omo ku krama na we. One day, yet Yano of Anthony Cabo. Anthony Cabo or Rick Cramai dreads. Haquano. Now, Omoku Cramai, almost a nice song. The nicest for Otumiso can do Budukum. Anthony Cabo. Our Rick Cramai, my doctor catches in the court of Jenny Nine. Anthony Cabo. Oh, Rick Cramai, Anthony Cabo. Anthony Cabo. On no person and Comeku Cramai. Now, almost a Cramano. On no bar, or say, or Jano Budukum, or the good chance. Or Tubu Cramai, the good chance, or some Kumanaway. Anthony Cabo. One day at Tiana kwa we have to the cabo and in the cook or cramaya ray or TV so someone take crama way sound the beam.
Tin tomatoes. Yes, this is the fresh tomatoes, but I have to reconnect it with the tin tomatoes first. And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who
Nanyabu say, oh yeah, Juma, oh yeah, also crowd diabo, you are too much, oh yeah, too much. I've never been a video no. O church and Kofudiane ye, O chum. Nyambutreka cray, Ediano no. O chum say, you have fresh tomatoes, and tomatoes, and our tin tomatoes, and our church and Kofu say, Ediana will reconnect it. Ignore the part of your watch no, because you now names are oh yes you. So I say, I'm quiet, and then I would soon Yamutra no. Menyabutra must study video, and I'm also say, I'll call you too much. Adia, your Bianca Bibia, a man for trauma, Jenny. Eddie, internet and so and our page and so. Let them write what they are writing. You are the one doing the cooking. Eddie, no. You are doing too much. Eddie, now we ultimately have thrown in when you bear home. Ubo food in dinner. We did the department. Almost say I'm quiet. What's now? Yes, still no. You are reconnecting the tomatoes. So what is this thing of you getting so pissed off? Oh yeah. I'm out for you treasure. Now Uber will say Wakuma.
This is what I pour this thing in. The tomatoes. The tomatoes is in. there is a tin tomatoes. Yes, this is the fresh tomatoes, but I have to reconnect it with the tin tomatoes first. And who is saying that is soup? And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who. And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who. I'm going to block someone. See, I'm going to block someone who will never forget in his life. What kind of stupidness is that? Am I doing soup? Is this a soup? Is this a soup? Do you see this as a soup? If you see a soup, won't you see a soup? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid girl? What kind of stupid girl? What is this a soup? And then Jimmy some plan on what? Myself, if you don't, I'll slap you over there with that. Whoa. Who is back here? I'll slap you right now. Stop a stupid dog. Make her know down. I didn't see you, no. I don't want to make it.
Oh, American, can bet you what tomorrow? Uko bokramain. Ubu ofuma. Or say who is backing that you are backing? Because you are backing, that's why the dog is backing. Who American ka dogs lives matter for. Come on, me have a father that. Nyabutre. If a patience simbo. Nyabutre. Do you know who church him? American one ka dem because what attack kraman. Ka be ukwa ko gina court suit adetira all the ones ha ko kraman. Me ba kroma me first time call court. Na kraman bi timi area. Na kraman no small dog be. In fact, my neighbor used to he still works at NASA. Or a very tiny dog. What's the dog's name? Oh, Jackson. Kraman white, beautiful dog. Na papa did ko walk kakra, and I think one of our neighbors, Mami be were very off kakra. And I think say Mami no etia Kraman no. Hey, right, we grow with the so Jackson was going for a walk on Indiura. That's the first time I call to. Me Kraman tinam call na ka me grow call to day. Kraman tin Canada Japan tinam call na me call day. So that time I was outside too because that time I used to live in a townhouse. Inti na yeah, also be a townhouse there. It's na me sum jina bontene. And na me ne Jackson owner Edin Komo. And they took about 10 steps from me. They were using the pavement the other side. And I'm Musa Mameno. So Omagan Kramani Shege Kakro so Kebugu Kramani so. I think the dog maybe the dog peed on her grass, something like that. And I'm many peeing on my Kramani Shege Kakra. And I just Meso Koja keep a problem. You say I saw the cost me movie. And when I hear dancing for and there's some Jackson so go for me. I did ya from me say me neighbor say yanko court adan me na me witness me ko witness ma Jackson I'm say e dey ko so dey go so kuruma no and I go kiss my wife say sang some phone e go so kuruma no and I say oh this Jackson we all love Jackson Zara loves Jackson and I say to me go there dance ma Jackson it Jackson lives matter Jackson too has right but panade ma me ko court adan we tie magu Jackson so ni nyina say Jackson wenya eye de trauma Jackson ho popo o colleagues gu Ghana egu eyedien nyame be kire ene kai me bre choba e ma dompeto ano betam ko o ti America say obi atia wonti wo wo so Jackson say no papa no o show statement na Jackson could not sleep the whole night. He basically could not eat his food. Jackson has been peeing and Jackson has been shivering. We actually called the doctor. We say hey, Meridia and I, our main witness, Mr. Kevin Taylor, will give account. We say hey, and opportunity Tuesday, me cast 2018. My suit. Din. And one I'm to me Jackson so over to me court. And yeah, obi etiebo Jackson so. Me heard Jackson say so. After the cabo nya wa godo be dessert keke. Wo put so nya meal. Jackson be say. Me say oh, after the cabo nya wa odo be yi the sim. And say we be didi. Ya go to court wo. Mr. Taylor, can you mount the box? Me say, "Hey, asembe kura nya ko bedu." Man, nantia, my and then they be me be dance ma Jackson. Because of Jackson it's you. Me please can you swear na blah blah in the name of God? Can you state your name? So my name is Kevin Taylor. Are you the witness for Jackson? But 30 seconds I'm in Kasaya. I didn't question and I'm so yes. I feel the busa. My minute to me na me Jackson witness. Just say your community ye nyina ba court adentra Jackson nti. Ya wini case easy. And I'm judge Madam Judge. As in is na me gyina abo an ho. Jackson ankasa krama kakraba onam and also you can speak any language. Oh, na me pede me kamfanti. And I also what kamfanti and I'm go for mami by Mrs. Bradson. Oyejmo court what infanti pa. And also she's the interpreter. Mr. Taylor, go ahead. Court wa heading. And I'm say, oh, court oh, amankasa me be krom ha. Me mpem wansam. Menzi obiare kaw. Menye me here na me ba ma wuni. Ye ne yete. Na anopa wa bo nonson na me ka. Na Jackson na ne papa wo betwam na won me zin komo ye nyina yete mantem. And my man said, hold on. So, Your Honor, what Mr. Taylor is trying to say is that they are all neighbors. They live in the same community. In fact, in the morning, Jackson and the owner, Mr. Rockbot, they were basically taking a walk. They actually said hi to Kevin, whose daughter is a very good friend to that family. Mr. Taylor Twado. And as something in there, me judge na wana me wuna papa yi onye na Jackson yi wo twem wo na medwin there what do mamen nigate anon na Jackson me sure o sanchin Jackson sanchin Vadidio and as Jackson o sanchin na o sanchin mamen when ye bufu wona akumam na oten Jackson to o ma Jackson nankasa ne crowd ne reho. I said, wait, Mr. Taylor, I want to continue. Your Honor, what Mr. Taylor is trying to say is that actually Jackson was taking a walk. The owner and Jackson were taking a walk. It's true in front of Miss Haley's apartment. What happened was Jackson wee-weed. And I'm saying, we don't know, or Chedden, what man can Jackson or to wheel, Mr. Jackson or Sanchin. And I was Mr. Taylor, I'm just want to explain. I said, so Jackson weed on the grass. Mr. Mommy, I see my can we, Mr. Day, Jackson or Sanchin. Whoa. Ready? Yeah, you know.
Yeah, what's the day? November to November. Me, I know my no calendar. Come on, let's ride, I'm a running man. Higher than life, no challenger. Trace my loss for the charisman. Chasing those no scavengers. Chasing those no scavengers. Eh? What's the day? As a mission city ball in a K won't yes, you're not as a minute sign. Whoa. Only one to walk on with 3 bumping as you're not as a minute sign. And a detail no evidence. I go to chill like a relax. I know detail no evidence. I go to chill like a oh no, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. Yeah. You know, sir, I'm a pop.
Jack. My bottom, now me moment to show so. Hey, I come my bottom. Now when you're free about. Sometimes I'm to bit now. I'm say, echo. Can you? Moment to show so. What? Now, a year or so, mame Tokonu. It's exactly 6:24 p.m. in Ghana. 10:24. I'm a pop star. Now, former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu files fresh motion, asked Supreme Court to review May 28th ruling, cite denial of fair hearing in removal-related case. Madam Tokonu, Andra Ejina Bekan Asamoha, oko ECOWAS Court, so on for the 2 fee and free onko, Nensama Okininano, and Tasumu. Adechi enda no pa Tokonu asaba Ghana abeka Supreme Court say Supreme Court asem na mudi na mubu amefo ama medeko ECOWAS Court ma ECOWAS Court so bu amefo no masaba maami we na nkasa onye nipo Supreme Court amangasa araba Tokonu wo from MTTK matata ka wondo asem na mudi na emame kopie eye ECOWAS Court say me ko akotwa mo asebrim no ECOWAS Court say dia mekeka no nyansanim intimasaba asem na mudi ni mrebi no mebesa mo sa kan asem ni bia because me nteme ho ase the sense of entitlement. Just say she feels so entitled to the point that na adwene say Ghana ne ne dia enti Tokonu asaba Ghana Supreme Court and or catch almo say case na mudi na bidi for na medical ECOWAS Court no masako di for ECOWAS Court masaba mon san hwe case ni biem na me hu ni say mo ndi ni ye just say asem utna o say my mo into akolo just my mo into no a lawyer no be a judge na edie pa na Tokonu woje o pedie biem mo monyi jikakra man no mfa nkotena ba bi ndwene no hwe say yenye donation ye ngija me metuma ye wo ha metuma nya $2 million amount edie bi na wotiti Ghana for say edie no so e menopause na say edie enti the same Supreme Court you disrespected. You wanted to go out there and do what? Discredit. Because you see, Tokonu enya judgment to Ghana anko niye no. The motive behind Tokonu going to ECOWAS Court and say na opese ECOWAS Court na egu Supreme Court no fin. na nko pese ECOWAS court no e judgment bi ebeba ebe prove say Supreme Court no Ghana Supreme Court say bi omu ni nyansa. So the motive no going to ECOWAS court was to discredit the Supreme Court of Ghana. It wasn't to go get anything from there. Because now our pain be wanna come da home. He thought to say the Supreme Court no omuni na ndi ni ye. Inti so omuni na ndi ni ye dia obey so NPP strategy obe say no. So Tokonu basically decided to go to the ECOWAS court just to go and disgrace the Supreme Court of Ghana. Sama mama anya Supreme Court judge na ana mama anya Chief Justice there and the mess say Supreme Court no na ma discredit Supreme Court na wi ase hu say sebi omu amugo nyina no sebi omu ni mumra. That is why she went to ECOWAS court. Now oko ECOWAS court no and ECOWAS court aka che se maame asema odi ba na nyansanim eni ngina so obi antietia ofa ahudie so Ghana krono a ese wo boy ya constitution no e share say yenyi wotu akonwa no constitution na wo Ghana say obema eye Supreme Court no ejina ne na so de anka onko eye de ECOWAS no ngom de nti the advice she got that advice from the MPP former Attorney General who was appointed by Kufuado. And Attorney General na go for them on the advice say any MPP there your position and say you have to go to ECOWAS court and disgrace the Supreme Court of Ghana. Into the MPP basically guided her to go to the ECOWAS court. Now ECOWAS court now in she is back to the same Supreme Court she wanted to disgrace. Now she's saying say Supreme Court ruling now ruling on the 28th of May 2026 or say 25. Sa ruling or say na enya fair hearing. Inti indirectly or catch a court say the court is even corrupt. Takonu enya akukudro. As I catch a Supreme Court say ejuma na moye the first no ma anya ni ye sebio na keta ahye ne proye wom tesia de mesa catch am so munya ni. It is like telling them say make sure say asanu mo dia ma me until some be dia ma me no mo sa Supreme Court me ntiase. What kind of selfishness is this? Why are you so bitter, madam? Nobody caused what happened. At a point, you were supposed to just resign because the Supreme Court is not for you. At a point, you were supposed to leave the Supreme Court, resign, and show people, say, the Supreme Court now want to own for the personal property. But because of your greed, because politicians were convincing you, say, they are behind you. Because you were giving hopes. Because some politicians were telling you, say, that is why you went ahead and lost everything. Let's put this on record. The Constitution of Ghana and the PAMO, and no individual can sack a Chief Justice in Ghana. The only thing, and the only a Chief Justice in Ghana from his or her position is the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Nipa where Jimmy and I say Nipa individual been a year and I saw Besako. Tokono, you were given all their leverages. You exhausted the law to the fullest. But you see, instead of you to submit yourself to the Constitution, understand say a Constitution in a mouth to me, now the same Constitution can get rid of you, you decided to sabotage the Constitution because the process now, if the process wasn't right for you in the first place, you wouldn't have allowed yourself to go through the process. But because you believed in the process, because you believed that the process is fair and that it can give you that satisfaction and that victory, you decided to go through the process because the process, nobody pulled a gun at your head and said, sit through the process. You genuinely, openly decided to go through the process. In this ultimate tenacity, now I can say this process is fair. I'll go through it. Then whatever comes out at the end of the day, Abra constitutional and clear. You cannot blame anybody. And sometimes I want to say, in conformity to TV, so Facebook the other day, I talk on obina yes over two, Sanko from me and Kwasiafo over Jimmy. No single individual in Ghana can sack a Chief Justice in Ghana. No single individual. The idea about my pump Chief Justice or Ghana free na kunyano, the Constitution, nipa Chief Justice. The same Constitution can get rid of you as a Chief Justice, and that is what Tokonu did. Tokonu di bone time and now or Chief Justice no. The Constitution a who bone no and a Constitution activated no. The Constitution activated itself. Now Constitution activated no. Now say a show of power or say somebody na time and now this kind of to kwano na original. Time na wo boom raso no na obi gina ho. Time na wo de wo ma kwa abrochire abra wonim se trips bi wo ha enisa wo de aban sika koro na obi gina ho. Time na wo ye contract sama wo ma no na omoji document contract na obi gina ho. You know the constitution was watching. The constitution at says samine. Every single thing you do as a civil servant, as an article, whatever, beneficiary, no, the constitution is always working with you. Ghana's constitution, the constitution was monitoring your movement. The constitution was taking every single thing you were doing. So when the constitution got enough evidence, the constitution activated itself. And when it activates itself, no man in Ghana can stop the constitution what it wants to do, because it is the most powerful judge on the land. And don't blame anybody. Blame yourself. Blame the people you are listening to. Blame the politicians you thought could use power to protect that things you did when you were the Chief Justice. That is what you need to sit and understand. But you feel too entitled. Utimia wo de, otoya wo de. Why do you say Ghana no atofo na wo chichire? Why do you say Ghana no kontoa na wetu? Ghana is a country governed by laws. Ye de tumi ma wa bon ban, ye de ye men kontia tumi no. Sa tumi ne de ukotena the Supreme Court be the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. It is hard to be sa tumi no to make sure say ebetwase. So, with all due respect, this is a waste of everybody's time. This is the last time we are spending time on Tokonu's comedy. This is pure comedy from this woman. Metesa MPP Nibika, MPP for the Omo Jimmy too. I saw it on social media. We are going to re-look at Tokonu's case when we come back and reinstate him. So, however, power 42 years. We are going to re-look at Tokonu's. Suddenly, the MPP, they are the only people who are supporting Tokonu. The MPP, the same MPP are they are the same MPP supporting Tokonu after the constitution dealt with Tokonu. The MPP, they don't respect the constitution. Omo adi MPP respect entoma, snap, eduabo, ene enkwasiakeka. Nyoma for win MPP, omo support entoma edukwe ye. Yefra ntoma, we dey fo, hwese mo bi edem, kasa kire nipa entoma. Snap, ye normal bo. Ademu ade yefa snap, bribe. And at 3, ade omani je ho ene nkwasiakeka eduabo. Omo wi a no ma wu atoso. That is what the MPP respect. They don't respect the constitution. MPP for buntuma chen constitution. Omo bu snap chen constitution. Omo bu ademu corruption. Omo bu bribe chen den constitution. MPP no ebu eduabo. It's a party filled with people that odo mudi nkomo 1 2 abebo dua kwasiafo. Atrofo asefo. Madam Tokonu, revenge always makes people bitter. And you are acting like Lady Macbeth. You have murdered sleep. And Tokonu, you are sleeping no more. Hey, Macbeth, hey. Tokonu, they say revenge always makes people bitter. And you are, because of revenge, you are bitter. Now, you are acting like Lady Macbeth. You have murdered sleep, Tokonu, and you will sleep no more. Some person may kapu and won fantimwa. Meka de yaw na hantan oma nipa odi yaw bon ewo na kumem. Dema dininti ama awo Tokonu abedan besia nenyi braze besia sebio oye nipa be yishe nenyu ase na onunti enyi bre na hantan ena nyama aya ama ohawo ne oyawo abehye wa akomemu no ama eku owu Tokonu eku owu mende intumi na ofide owu jirejina wenyu ado. You have murdered sleep and you will sleep no more. Eku owu. If I do funny drama. Lady Macbeth, I say, if you say kind Macbeth book now, I say Tokonu, you have murdered sleep and you will sleep no more. Oh, kind of fantima eku owu. Owu na ekun na awankasa so na nankasa de inza bi da if the ekun owu gina wodo. I will do go find me for you. You better go find me. Help Tokonu. to kill Owu. Now, Tokonu, you have made it sleep and you sleep no more. Infanti, Tokonu eku Owu. Na eku Owu a into me dada. Owu jina wonyu ado. Next time, wuni ba bebuno on kanu kurewo. Now, MPP for minority for Kasande, and as usual, minority led by a year Menshia South MP. Nanowa. Anotintin kanse mhunu. Na and a press conference. Almost say Sedina Tamaklo was in prison custody for 15 days after extradition. Yeti Kromha ena Madam Sedina Tamaklo, sorry. Ya didn't feel abruchri by so almost 7 prison term. We all know say my mena file appeal. Ewo judgment na e didn't go 15 years no. Now, and they ended here, Yanka bin shemu, Yanka Kasa, Yanka bin shemu. And the young piglets, we will win Kakra, almost on a press conference. Now, Mumianko Tie, almost oh, sudden I'm Tamaklo Bedru Kromahano, sudden a Tamaklo Bedru Kromahano, 15 days near Faninko prison. Mumianko Tie, a year MPP for minority for us, kind of parliament in there. Oshana, men concentrate on an so no what. Concentrate on what he is saying. Video number watch no nipa na okasa. Don't focus on his long mouth. Na no wa. Concentrate on the things he's saying because what the adwene kwa na no so they all kind of want it. And it's just guidance I made them out and some about video no. Mention na no dey wa. Don't concentrate on the long mouth. Concentrate on the things he's saying. Into mumi enko tie no.
And so we can categorically state that until yesterday the 24th of June, Madam Sedina Tamaklo was not in prison custody. And so from the 9th of June when she arrived to the 24th of June yesterday, she was not in prison custody. That is a matter of record. Again, she was only sent to prison custody, as I said, on the 24th of June. 15 clear days. And that was why the Minister for Interior could confidently come out yesterday. And so if you observe, following her return, the communication was by the Minister for Communication. And that had a lot of controversy. And that is why the media kept pressing. And yesterday, when she was admitted into prison custody, that was when the Minister for Interior came out. We can again confirm that she is in the fiances that she went in under protest because her assurance was that they were not going to have her go into prison custody and that they were going to work around the clock to have the decision overturned so that she will have her liberty. It is only because of the public pressure that the government has decided to deliver her into prison custody. Our intel is also that they have also assured her that whichever is earlier, be it the public pressure coming down or the decision of the court coming out, she will be made to go out. And so we do not want to put the name of the facility out just to prevent the situation where they will come out and say that because of her security, they are moving her from the facility. We are keeping an eye on the situation and will continue to update the general public on this matter. But we can tell you that she is in prison custody now. She was admitted yesterday and that she has been given assurances.
You see, sometimes, these people force people to use some words at them, and it's all we using. You see, Papa we saw a lawyer. Normally, sometimes in Kofone Kasaya share constituency omu free, and the kind of people are omudi omochi is a party for. This guy calls himself a lawyer. Asama obejina okanyina as a lawmaker representing the minority. It was all speculative. How can I take such a clown serious? How can anybody who is intelligent and smart, not an MPP fool, take this clown serious? From the beginning, Asama Okachire Ghana for say, said in Tamaklo, Efria Bruchriba no 15 days in the on-call prison. He failed to tell us where Sedenam Tamaklo was for the 15 days. He could not tell us. Where were Jimmy for? They just don't respect people. Who have said the whole Ghana met you? Why were not things up on go? I bet you also said them Tamaklo better Ghana 15 days. Now not only prison. Now so now only prison not over here. And you call this guy a lawyer. We call this fool a lawmaker. These are the things they do. And they will tell you it was politics. No. Some questions, somewhere normal, yeah, but doing speculative politics. A lawmaker who calls himself a lawyer. Now, when you were calling the press to come, what was your end game to this whole nonsense you were doing? You came to speculate, and you expect Ghanaians to listen to your long mouth and say, oh, Nyansa wom. Asema okay, you could not give an evidence to each of the allegations you made. They were all stupid speculations. One, the woman was in Ghana for 15 days, not only prison cells. Now, not only prison cells, not the diabetes. How can I take such a person serious? In Kwasiade, Soloku Festival. In Kwasiasam, and we pay these people like chicken. We use the taxpayers' money to pay these fools. You spend time to do press conference as a minority, and you tell us 15 days. Said that I'm not in prison. Now, and these fools who call themselves now nothing things are so. These people, they live on speculation. Me say MPP. Enye nipa no mo. Secondly, she went further to say said in Tamaklo, yadena koto eyade another prison bia sebio enye prisoner enye high profile prison na basically medium whatever prison. The question is owie no or say I am not or we are not going to mention the facility. No more Jimiana. You have been able to gather journalists. Etima gacha Ghana for say unim said na koto facility bi na enya facility o said na koto ne de koto ye. But and also say you are not going to mention the facility. Oya kwasia. Oya kwasia. And what can one be dimu atemono? Mumbu Ghana for. So you just want to come and throw things in the system. Send a in the future. One knows a pipe. The question here is Sadam Tamaklo 15 days no wahi. Secondly, Sadam Tamaklo no. Sa facility now said na facility bang. You are a lawyer. You need to speak with facts. Mwe Jimmy. And then every single thing he said, everything that he put out there was a fucking lie. Ochantro. It was just speculative. He just wants to give the MPP piglet something to say on social media. Now we any power person you boo. People like us, how can you come and stand there, do a press conference and speculate throughout? This is a very important issue. In the end, Masoria Bekajo say, Sebio Baomia Onamhono, Oni Bema, Sa Oni Bema, Yawono Ba. Oh, forget those people speaking. They have not gone to school. They are stupid. They are speculating. You come and tell Ghana for so forget. People are just speaking nonsense. They don't have intellectual analysis. Maybe because they say about me and the bearman you ho. Ya won't na or your bar. And then the oil also a bearman. So that boy is stupid. He cannot have intellectual discussion. You know, Kwasiato, what be speculate better 10 minutes. You could not even mention a facility. In question some way, me say, MPP omu be Jimia, omu be MP we Jimia, omba be you obi onim nyansa. De bia omu kwa santime mu koyibi. Me ka kire mu. We got obodam. Yes, me so also. Akwa we, how can he be a lawyer? Na no tin sa betish gallon. Ofori ataway. Wa no tin sa so. Oforiata, and we know a concern, an authority, and category. Oforiata way. One no sabunto. Oforiata way. When we have been for Nam Ghana, Kwasiaki can hear Diabo, and we can say on categorically, and the Southern Tobacco and the facility. One not in of our Oforiata, some so Maragana. One no say PVC pipe. Everywhere water go, PVC to go. Oh, Interplus go. And then you know, and let me tell you categorically, and then you know, one no say tente, speculative politics. Can someone call for so? We play victim. You see, they are insulting us. You see, they are DC Kwasiafo. Mo cannot correct. So we've been a number and children because I was away. Regular. I'm from saying the ordinary Ghanaian. A buffalo also work school. What why a law? What the parliament? Oshemra. Why be speculating? By 10 minutes. Because I'm paying I say, oh, the ordinary Ghanaian doesn't understand. What don't we understand? One no say Duraplast. Abegina say I and categorically and the categorically and the you be who in so. But you say something say when you be also Ghana na. One no say PVC. One something say when you be also Ghana na. And at the everywhere you go now your PVC is making noise and you know. Come and tell us the facility. Why are you holding on to the facility? Why when you mention the facility are you going to be picked up? Are you going to die? Tell us the facility. 15 days in Ghana in order. Where is your evidence? Do you have the house number where she was sleeping? Do you have any evidence? Kwasiafo, everybody can become an MP from the Ashanti region into a full biana dabankran. On talk about Tujina also Kokuo Kekan Kwasiasem. You are speculating as a member of parliament. Or sure about Nantem to Kokuo. You are not using facts to make a case for Ghana for to think so. You come here and you speculate and you think you can make the interior minister look bad. You can make the government look bad. You can buy some votes. You don't buy votes with these kind of stupid things. Ghana for Nimunyansa, yen Jimmy Biemo. Yeti Kroma, yen Munsama Makaton for so a moshe dem, and then Mobusian for no mahemfone, Mokia for a gada yaton for so Ghana. We know you people. Yen Nimopa. We know you people. The way I would to me catro, Mudiatro. Yatiana Makata JJ Rollins on my water the chimpena, mo. Yet to Kroma and Kata Kwame Kroma, Nidia de Kutano, a ye drew Kwame Kroma ira, your body, mo yenimo. Mo pet to me, mo got this I ma or mo wood to go begu kind of street. You lie too much, muchat rodo. Ya woman, I say, ya di insure as some catramasono, a ya trod at some catramaso, mudibo from Quaniana and Kwasiaki can DHD. So what should we do? Yani also some Kwasiasem way so. You make such vague allegation in the name of I am a politician. One no saboto. Come back with your facts. Wicked people. Very dirty people. And when you look at them critically, a lot of them are dirty. Very dirty people. Very, very dirty people. Now, Yakoenim. One to me. One no sabuta. Why one no buta? It is a buta. What is this? Why one no buta? And I would take Ghana and Kwasiakeka. Adaya and Kofobi do have a parliament. One no buta. Unim buta, Mesha buta de Achro. Motete Ghana and Kwasiasam. Mutu chatroton Kofoso. Muviano play victim. Oh, somebody did attempt. Oh, see, and yashi. Sam Kwasiadi way and why pa nema or chance one and Ghana ho. Why one no buta and Kwasiakeka. Can be better buta video, but I can't find why lucky. Why one not tinting sa buta? Buta. Where is the buta? One no sa dear we.
Wait, the bro food in the same.
Or no say buta, or no say champagne, and categorically. How do you know? Now, man, hear the echo. Chairman, to me, it's exactly 6:53 Ghana time. No, about 10:53. I got 7 minutes now. About 11. Monko that. Your YouTube no off now. Saba on. Uja kwa. Bibian sisa Kevin Taylor. I. Utimi sisa bibia. Now. Hana enke no wono. Momi enka enke na asem no. Wontimi's lawyer Samuel Achim Police Atachia has urged the High Court to defer judgment beyond 3rd July 2026, citing the registry's failure to furnish him with the record of proceedings needed to file his written submissions by the court-ordered deadline of 23rd June 2026. So I'm for South Central Bantama Kwabre. Eye mo bekwai. Me sai bekan brofro na metim e wasante kasem. Twi kasem na ye nyina ya tiase. Wontimi's lawyer Samuel Achim Police Atachia has urged the High Court to defer judgment beyond 3rd July 2026, citing the registry's failure to furnish him with the records of proceedings needed to file his written submission by the court-ordered deadline of 23rd of June 2026. Eya Atachia a obianim se ose Achim Police ende Atachia oye chema wuntumi a ogina court because of Samra boy a okoye galamse wo se nsu a ede nsu afomo. Atachia say and the court waka kire court say eye 3rd of July ya ebe ya chema wuntumi na asem no judgment beba no o say waka kire court say in fact eye court edwumafo a ye from eye den eye you're from registry for and call from the registers or whatever they call them no. Or send and some of the information be mano. Na sa information no ni nyina ne time a chairman want to be started call court. And some akoso court nyina na nko say sa nsem ni nyina ya de mano na okọ kenkan. Ansa na watchro ono ano ne written submission. Enti because a court registry for no entumi afasa document na maninti or catch court ne say 3rd of July judgment na mama judge ne nye onto nhyeda maka just MPP for mo Jimmy Atachia say before betuma try a written statement remember time a chairman wontumi e change apia kubi okofa Atachia bae no judge ne kan bibi wo court time a ye change apia kubi mebe kan kire mo murefi yakofa Achim Police Atachia say ombe chairman wontumi lawyer no me kan sa judgment ne kire the judge ne kan ye and judge no trust our judgment is not or you're very specific about the timelines. Judge no judgment no can say chairman wontumi ne lawyer nya problem na so be change e de Atachia ba only problem na Atachia still from that time no to the 3rd of July no order who obey 2 weeks obetumi the actual written submission into on there the 3rd July judgment no the beba still from there near year Atachia no order who omre and the Atachia say registry for now document no document Atachia pa Atachia say from the day na chairman want to start court was some boy case wo no enkrata ne nsem maka nyina no court mfama no na onya abotrenkin kan ni nyina Atachia yakwasea Atachia say mema judge no on the 3rd mema nfa judgment ma ontu nhyeda adentra from the day na chairman want to start court no sa from that day no ensem om court om kyeregu krata so nyina no awo se court ne ni nyina ma no na onya abotretena se na okenkan wie na nakoma todie ma na wono akyero no written submission na ochole submission wi ansa na judge no aya na adwene se obe pronounce and asa obeba bontina be can say judgment ni nie into right now Atachia say yenjai bibia mema judge in judgment on jai nkotena baby no attach ya enye de all ye wie sa na attach ya ka kire Ghana court kwasiafo na mametwe adwene ko bibi so me kan sa judgment na kire day na ye change apiakubi attach ya ekọ court apiakubi ene chema wuntumi call court eko ka kire judge ni say chema wuntumi so asesa apiakubi no judge no that day no o ma ruling bi moma yanko ne nsanko kan ruling no ehọ na bo sa attach ya omu nyina nim say chema wuntumi agimi ene omo dada no mokai sa ruling way I read it on the show mokai sa judgment way this was a judgment I'm reading wa day na eye chema wuntumi ka say wapamo apiakubi no meka chem say plan na chema wuntumi mu afa MPP fo afa nyina say on person mu delay case no on person judge no be read judgment no eni chema ko fa attachia ba na attachia be ma excuse na 3rd July no 3rd June no judge ntumi fa judgment no ba say na be ya munim say the following week no court be call a break na mo tumi nya 3 months na mo dey call election no mo chema wuntumi na mo meka kire wi ase say omo national chairman na NDC anase aban achi na tum omo plan na ani enende ohun plan na abemu no omo jimi mo kai judgment we eye in the Superior Court of Judicature, in the High Court of Justice, Criminal Court 4, held in Accra on Monday, the 15th day of June, 2026, before Her Ladyship, Audrey Kokuvi Tay, Justice of the High Court. Now, sir, a judgment way. Me reading in action, I'm changing which I will say. Judge in a judgment of mine, no, sir, judgment clearly shows to say. Now, ruling in here, before the court is a motion on notice. Before the court is a motion on notice for leave to withdraw legal services for first and third accused persons. Prosecution has raised preliminary legal objection to the application. I have also listened to learned counsel on both sides on objection raised. I have also considered the applicable law. It is the considered opinion of this court that the instant application is a supplicage in the sense that there is no procedural requirement. There is no procedural requirement for a lawyer in a criminal matter to file an appearance. In much the same way, there is no such procedural requirement either under the criminal and other and other offenses. Act 1960 or Act 1960, Act 30, or by judicial precedent that I have come across, that a lawyer who has decided to cease to act for his clients in a criminal matter must seek the leave of the court to so withdraw. Or say, aseme dene nimuno, and we're ruling no. Aseme dene nima omu pense mu a ende. Eya apia kubi aba court ebeka che ono judge say one the client seb your client no high no behind the scenes privately apia kubi beka che say ono chema wuntumi nya adwuma bi no say court mramu no any court awatena aye adwuma no say lawyer odi obi high no de na ba court say sa nipa no lawyer no ne sa nipa ne ja adwuma dia ene de enfa court wo say sa lawyer ne ba court wo beka kire court say chairman wuntumi ne high me ne kan sika maji e wo kukuom and also ne nya adwuma judge ne say onhu wo baby ada say obi high privately na say nipa no pese oba ne lawyer bi ma e wo say wo ba me court ana wo ba Ghana court beka kire court say ai me beka kire mo chairman wuntumi ne nya adwuma bi o say emra bi eni ho Embra bi ani Ghana kire se wo de chema wuntumi wo apia kubi wo de chema wuntumi nya adwuma bi ma e wo sa wo ba court abeka kire se wo de nya adwuma bi because chema wuntumi high wo no na judge ni ho na attorney general ni ho na court of Ghana na eni ho bi That is a private matter. You are not even supposed to come to court and tell the court to say, "Mene chairman won't me nye." No, a contract na mo sign ya, baby a mo sign contract. Mo nkona mo nkotwam. Inti judge ni say, "Eye no wanwa say wo apia kubia, say bi oye lawyer pagini a wuni mu mra no, ende wa begina court ka kire ne say, mene chairman won't me nye adwuma biom. Na emom no, chairman won't me akofa lawyer fofo. Judge ni ruling ni asem o kan ye ni natie. Di aka o de kan ho. I say, even though the respondent has raised other grounds of objection, the objection is sustainable on only one main ground, which is the application by counsel for leave to withdraw from criminal proceedings is not a function of any rule of procedure nor of settled case law jurisprudence. I see, a woman say Attorney General Krano a raise issue say, the air question, Sebio and Fakwem, say, apart from Attorney General, Sebio or raise the issue about the air course or court. On one guy's a crampo who say, court Mremuno Sadi and Yejuma. Yan Sebian say, who are we a lawyer when our client, my papa muno, and was our back court because he a minimum client a papa mu. Now, client no, or high one, not court or hobby. Now, Judge Nicole and Mocho Bibi, Momianko Kayano, and they are very, very important. I see. The instant application is alien and not a procedural requirement in criminal proceedings. Or see, asema apia kubi bejina ne nimukaye so ono aba court ebe ka kire record or see sebio enimrem court krampo nim saade no emfa so bia nyansa bia enim eye alien court kran recognize saade no. And okore enim no see counsel herein does not need or see counsel herein or say appear could be time and not or can say on ne air the chairman won't mean you say counsel herein does not need leave of this court to withdraw as counsel or say appear could be Sabio any crampo say na adwene say oba court abeka kire court say or the chairman won't mean you or say nyanse bi anim. Or say counsel, which is apia kubi. Ade oye no faso bi eni so. Ensisa bibia. In fact, apia kubi experience or one who says sade we kura wa ye na guasiema no, because court does not recognize contract between a client and the counsel or his lawyer. No. Now judge in the case no course or say this is an issue between himself and his client. If he chooses by his personal decision to abandon his client at this stage, that will not affect the timeline of the proceedings. See, so on one etunubo akase oni chema untumi nye dwuma bi ma judge ne say saade ne eye apia kubi ni chema untumi omwangasa na afa omo ho adwene so omo be yesa na emom ro be say omo nyina ti ase say Wanchi anasa disagreement ato apia kubi ne chema untumi se ontumi nya ne lawyer biemu no or say court way dwuma dia ye di no enka ne court enka ne tie court ne de eye ne de eye or say timelines. That means time or ka say or the judgment ne beba on the 3rd of June no ensesa ye apia kubi ne lawyer apia kubi ne client nyan to kwa say or sesa lawyer na or say court date ayahye no say ye de judgment beba no sa entokwa ne nsɛmhunu no enka court timelines ho baby a court gina na court gina where any ruling they can't be see end asam no so. Now judge Nicole no can send me, and I want to let me see this number 2, right? Okay. Judge Nicole no can send me, mama read it, and me nyabo na medwedwam. Or say, the application is not competent before the court. Assuming without admitting that the application were even competent before this court, the court has taken notice that the lawyer seeking to withdraw has not directed service on his own clients to enable them appropriately respond. Or see, say, opeso oji apia kubi ade ne kura tum na okasa okay de wa ye de ya. Or say apia kubi na nkasa nkwa no ontumi en serve chairman wontumi formally say ontumi ne chairman wontumi nye adwuma. appear could be back court no one for kratabian pon back court amaka court the court me client way this is a formal document that just say me the contract no and there is easy or say wo appear could be also one chema want to me one for kratabian pon be kire say one chema want to me no one ni nyedwuma bi so dear kra na kire say dear wo be kana enya atro because say one nipa no official contract na say over court crampa enim rema be catch say we need adwuma ya at least weaponize yourself a little bit with some document to prove to court to say even though nyansa bi edim say me ba be catch am so we need adwuma na krata we crampo to di adanse wan fa bibia mba o de won sato wa adwini to e na wo to fin abegina ha say one o client in adwuma judge say asem no nsisi so sabio a waste of court time. Now judge no ruling American chiro. Consequently, consequently, judge no say, in fact, let me see something here. All right, mame ensure we because I am marking red no. Now this is the part I want you to pay attention to. I am marking red no. That is from the consequently. And the last one no. Judge in the court judgment in Ochobi or see, or can be or see. Consequently, since filing of closing addresses is optional, right now, attaching say, sa closing addresses no, enunti na court no entry judgment in kwechi. Now judge in the last ruling no can be or see. Consequently, since filing of closing addresses is optional and not a function of the rules. That is to say, there is no provision under the rules compelling a lawyer for an accused or prosecution to file address. T.A. Brofuni. Judge the ruling now here in the last time, or money clear. Or say consequently, since filing of closing addresses is optional and not a function of the rules. Or see, written addresses, Sebio ana judge focus o yedi asem na wie me ba be kire ma adwene me opinion ni in a form of written statement no say optional o say mra bia ni wa kire se saade no say yanya ye ntumi mu asem no o say optional opinion of the lawyer enti optional no enya dia say yanya entumi ma judgment ne mba so judge ne last ruling no kan in the end, attaching say, let's say the all can on the credit. Nensan to me and can their proceedings, no, and now whatever happened in court now. Sadia Nensa can cry, whatever he will write wouldn't affect the outcome of the case because they are just opinions of the lawyer, they are just lawyers' views on the matter. It does not change the evidence the judge is basing on to write his or her judgment. This is simple. You don't have to complicate this. Attach yamu Jimmy Jema won to me. Omo dada MPP for no Jimmy for. Now judge can say me or say there is no provision under the rules compelling a lawyer for an accused or prosecution to file an address. Or say can be or say addresses are optional statements made by lawyers to articulate on the merits or demerits on the case one way or the other. Or see, sa addresses na attaching say, yam stati enkofa documents in number on or see, those addresses are optional statements made by lawyers to articulate. It is the views of the lawyers, how they see the case. It does not affect the evidence the judge is basing his judgment on. They are just views. They are just opinions. And the judge was saying, those things are, dear on Embrabian words, say, say, written submissions are, the judgment cannot be brought out. No. Or say, optional. You can decide to do it. You can choose not to do it. And we have seen cases where lawyers have come out to say, I have no written submission. I'm done with the case. Let the court decide. So whether you write or you don't write, the judge will not even read your submission. 99% of the time, the judges don't read the written submission of the lawyers because the judges don't want the opinions of the lawyers to affect their judgment, which is based on evidence before them. Into some me a judge. Now say me throw me judgment. I will not waste my time to read an opinion of a lawyer. I will not waste my time to read an article a lawyer has written about the case, because I have to base my judgment on the evidence that was provided during the proceedings to make sure I have the right things. The opinion of the lawyer does not matter here, because it's not because of the lawyer that I'm sitting here. I am seated here as a judge because of the evidence put before me for me to make the judgment based on the evidence. So the court or the lawyer's opinion does not matter. It does not affect the final outcome of the case. It is attached here, say, because of a written statement, delay documents in San Keniti, judge and post for the case, attached here is mad with Jimmy. Or that MPP for, because when you say MPP for Jimmy. Now the last part of the judge the ruling, and then they're very important. I'll say the court would by this extend the time of filing written addresses from the 17th to the 24th. In this all calculate here, judge in the cross attach and say you have time. Because Nanka also or making sure say Obiani Wabaya written submissions on the 17th and a final day. But what the judge did was that even though the written submission is not necessary, it's your opinion. If I don't allow you, because you have decided to write it, if I don't allow you, somebody will say, I am trampling on your right. If you want to waste your time and write the written statement, you have till the 24th. Judge need the bear 1 week is I can home. Adiachinya, attaching about court to say, I yen delay judgment because here documents from now. Agro na nyawa agro. Abrofo no budi o magro. Written submission na they write it is proof to their client to say I am working. Say na be opportunity chema want to be sika kakra no. O pese o be man be yemra. Judge say enyamra. Just to prove to your client to say who ye adwuma. Just to prove to your client to say a case here course no. Say na me so me dwene fa ho. It is that the judge in Po is being considerate and saying, you can choose not to write it. And if you can choose to write it, it does not affect. Not say, when they will now determine, say, an optional thing, say a better fact, and I say a master. But you don't know the law. You don't know the law. You are a liar. You are lying to your client. Attach the tisa noma or that Jimmy. He needs to know they are lying to him. Now, the Attorney General, attaching say, or pleading with the court to say, or non ensanka documents. Now, court no postponing the judgment from the 3rd of June. The Attorney General has written something. The Attorney General has reacted to oral. I reacted to attaching statement. And then no matter. Case updates. Operation Recover All Loot. Oral for the statement about Bontine. And this is the statement from Oral. Republic versus Bernard Chubosiakon, aka Chema Ultimi, and 2 others. The Attorney General will strongly oppose the application for deferment of judgment brought by Mr. Samuel Atachia, new lawyer for Bernard Chubosiakon. In a 13-paragraph affidavit, so the Attorney General has reacted. In fact, the Attorney General has submitted a statement to court to say they oppose the statement from Atachia. They insist, they are pleading with the court that court initiated the 3rd of June and the court needs to follow its emra. So the Attorney General has reacted to Atachia's statement. Say no, they are opposing this. They believe, the court has set it 3rd of June as the day for the judgment to be basically pronounced. That the Attorney General is saying the court should stick to the 3rd of June. 3rd of July, 3rd of July. Now, Uridi, I'll say, the Attorney General will strongly oppose the application for deferment of judgment brought by Mr. Samuel Atachia, new lawyer for Bernard Chubosiakon. In a 13-paragraph affidavit, in opposition deposed to by Nana Ama Prempe, a senior state attorney, and filed this afternoon, the Attorney General strongly argues that the accused persons, having been represented by counsel throughout the trial, and that counsel only withdrawing voluntarily and not for cause, the proper source for a new lawyer to procure the records of any brief or briefing on the case is the outgoing counsel and not the court registry. Now, it is further deposed to that the decision by counsel to abandon the proper source of obtaining the records or brief of the case and to rather apply to the court registry is actuated by malafide. What is this? Malafide. What the heck is this? Malafide or malafide, and a desire to frustrate the court of justice. Finally, the deponent urges the court to exercise its discretion to summarily refuse the present application as a grant, therefore, will constitute the court's endorsement of abuse of its processes and public ridicule of the justice system. Hearing of the application is slated for Monday, June 29th, 2026 at 9 o'clock in the forenoon. Now, basically, what the Attorney General is saying, and they say, court ne man ho kwan, na court ne eje nkwasi asama atachia kana. Ebema ewiase nyina ngu se court ne krampo no enya ready to take a decisive decision. Because Attorney General Samuel Kanyina say, atachia time obeji case no, sebio court man time say, onko tro ne written submission. It was upon atachia to make sure say, it is not the court's responsibility to be feeding atachia daily with documents. It was upon atachia if he really wanted to do this, because in the first place, the court had extended the written submission time for atachia. So it is onto atachia or up to him to make sure. So if he's really ready to write his submissioner, he was supposed to contact the court. He was supposed to make the move. The registrars, they are there. If you approach them, if you force for the documents, you will get it. In fact, the former lawyer also has the proceedings. He could have even approached the former lawyer, which is Apia Kubi, and taken a document to basically write his submission. But if he failed, and I say he's decided not to do it, na and the opposite of Blebu court, no, opposite of Dada court, no, opposite of Force court, no, court, no, some decision, bia later and conform court, no, Abo court, no, Eddie court, no, who fell there. The Attorney General is saying that the court should not allow this to happen, because Attorney General no opinion in and say the attaching no deliberate. What body trimu pose obe Dada court, no, ama Ghana for Astatia Chichi court, no, se court, no, and to mean din mraso, and to mean din time so. Na court ne krampo no entumi endi no ho so enye de epese ye. In the Attorney General they will say the court should go ahead and on the 3rd of July no come out with a judgment, because atachia so opese obo ne client partner so opese amount 14 opinion they are all true about case now. He needs to make the move. He needs to find a way to get a statement or document or proceedings, you know, and then write his submission. But if he has failed or he fails to do that, then it is not the responsibility of the court to be pampering Atachia, to be begging Atachia, to be calling Atachia to come for the document. No. The court, at the end of the day, I said on the 3rd of July, and before, and then, Judge Nedinkanka, written submissions are optional. Written submissions, it does not affect the final judgment. Written submissions are opinions of lawyers. So whether he writes or does not write, the judge should stick to the first ruling by telling us to say, written submission cannot affect the final data or the judgment. Remember? So the Attorney General is saying, they oppose it. The judge should do what? Should go ahead, bring out the judgment on the 3rd of July. On Monday, and I'm about 29th, on Meshia court. Now, as same way, Oma could see the judge back. But to me, I believe the judge should not listen to any of these nonsense. The judge should not even come to court. The judge should come to court on the 3rd of July. No more reading the judgment. It's a waste of time. The judge should not even come to court on the 29th. What is she coming to do in court? The judge, they are not obey court. Into our court, okay, attaching my own ruling. Me ruling, I am going against it. Is the judge going to come to court and go against her own ruling? No. If the judge comes to court and goes against her own ruling, then the judge is not fit to be on this case. Because you made an emphatic ruling. You made Ghana for understand. Say, your ruling is clear. Written submissions are optional. It does not affect the final determination. You are basing on the evidence that was put before you by both counsels, the prosecution and also the accused. That is what you are basing on to write your final judgment. Submission, whether written or oral, it does not affect the final outcome. So if the judge comes back and says, okay, Atachia, you are making sense, then it means the judge herself is not supposed to be on this case, because you cannot come back and fight your own ruling. Your own ruling should guide you to go ahead and finish the judgment. You, the same judge, cannot come back and say, I made this ruling, I am going against the ruling. Then the judge will not be fit to write the final judgment. It will show that the judge is not consistent, the judge cannot make decisive decision, the judge does not understand the acts that protects the court. So to me, respectfully, I will tell the judge not to even come to court on Monday. It's a distraction. The judge should appear in court on the 3rd of July and read her judgment. So if the lawyers of Chairman Wuntumi from Apia Kubi to Atachia, if they really want to help Chairman Wuntumi, by now, Nanka also omo written statement abba. So to me, I have strong support for what the Attorney General has said. The Attorney General is saying, whether submissions are written or not written, it does not affect the final judgment. Atachia wants to say ruling. The chairman won't mean the bonnet. Now say he's going to work. Nobody will have a problem with it. The chairman won't be so the bonnet. Now Embrano or now Obama Yatia says Embra when Ujina so Edia judge chairman won't me. We will all accept it. That is why the law is the law. That is why the law is the law. And the good thing about this whole thing is 3rd of July is a holiday. A lot of people will come to court. They will all come and witness what will happen in court. And the good thing about this whole thing is the 3rd of July is a holiday. And if the 3rd of July is a holiday, we will all have time. I will come here. I will come and explain the ruling to Ghana for every single sentence. Intimacy, Chairman Wuntumi. Catch your touch and say, you see, Chairman Wuntumi, I'm going to control. MPP for him, so with Jimmy. Chairman Wuntumi, dear, I don't know form. Chairman Wuntumi. MPP for him, so with Jimmy. And all these MPP lawyers, they are telling themselves each other behind the scenes, so with Jimmy. They are taking your money. They know. They know you are not smart. They know you cannot read between the lines. They know you are not intelligent enough to know how the case is going to end. They know, sir, we are dumb. You are not educated enough to sit and analyze the whole thing. They are playing with you. They are playing a nice game with you. Most of them don't want you to even be leading the NPP. 90% of NPP, they don't want you to be the face of NPP. And from the day who say abide the court because of Galamsey, 90% of NPP they were happy and they are still happy because say you played about 80% role in the defeat. Say so many Ghanaians voted against the NPP because of your actions. So NPP that is why Chairman Wuntumi Kokota, you don't see more than 20 NPP people there say we came to support. You never see it. You know why? Because most of them want Chairman Wuntumi to go to jail. Mahmoud Bawumia, why is just Chairman Wuntumi? He knows Chairman Wuntumi is done. Chairman Wuntumi is a daft guy who, for some reason, Galam said to Obenye Skakakra, it's not play now till now. And international Chairman Wuntumi court. Chairman Wuntumi person national chairman. You don't see anybody following. You know why? Because they all want him to be in jail. They wish Chairman Wuntumi was never part of this party again. Because the more Chairman Wuntumi is around the party, the Galamsey title, the party will still carry it. So Chairman Wuntumi, you should have understood from day one that majority of the people in the party, all of them don't want you to be back in the party. Yeah. Because they feel, say one person protect you for Yata, also Omodo Woma Abine, also Omodo Woma Emrano. So they believe, say, somebody for Yata Beba, dear, and come to Ubeji. And you see both Siaku, they didn't teach Achramano. The real reason, any. Say, be an affair, so won't you see it? Say, Omodo for Yata Beba, Ebema court, Ebuano, Atituna no asem, Ami Ubonia, we didn't, and come to both Siaku Nebema Mrano. What they are doing now is both siako no pe. Both siako and do on one casanity ebeja chirama. They will sacrifice both siako and protect Kenoforiata. And the NPP minority to the last person, they will protect Oforiata than to protect you. Because they see, say, if they give you to the law, now both siako udu tikwa jachirama omoje se Ghana for rebefi Oforiata. No, we will not forget. The law is the law. The law is the law. It both siako bon paye catch them no one kind of crunch omo dadao. Yakase both siako de tiji achirema, both siako de tiji aso. Wo entwi both siako wuti wo de beji achirema. So one hwe ni a omo dadao. It is a bena yene asantefo ebu no opese ohun ni meaning na ene da ho no. Omo de both siako ti beji achirema. Yedi eye Oforiata beba Emma Sebio this year, Edin Tiabeja Chirema dear, yet the boss Yakua Onima dear, both Yakua or Sensasi, both Yakua Sebio, Odinquasia Semanipa Empe Partino, both Yakua or Ma to me free and sa, yet the only Tibeja Chirema. It's both Yakuno pe. Kamana wu yisika every wopa. Udi go de good table so okay can some him oh yeah illegal mining who runs as now one I would do with edge Chirema, both Yakun. Boss yaku to me. Why na wudi uti akwa jachirema? So wudi uti jachirema ma MPP. Now problem we hefa. Problem no day. Don't call Jesus. Wudi uti kwa jachirema nti nende etufu. Memo mundada. They are lying to you. Don't ever let them lie to you. Omo dada. Party nanka sampeo. They wish you were no more. They wish you never came close to the party again. Bawo miano kranya ende kauche mawutumi ombe party uni around the BM. He gets worried every time your name comes up. Inti achirema no o destiny no. Now yebepon na ansa ne yebepon no. MPP, omo Jimmy too. She video ni ye pa antafo no ngwa na yes ade no. She video ni ye pa. Boys on best are man police boys ba omiankwara. Yes say ende the National Executive Council of the NPP ACI. Ni nyina ne say almost say NPP National Executive Committee and National Council refers petition against Kennedy Japan to the party's disciplinary committee. You see, neck for Shiande, Emma MPP for minorities so pamo Kennedy Japan. Hey! Now, the one want to say, Omudi Assembly Court and the neck Shiaye. Remember, after your marking on a lawyer to Kennedy Japan, everybody GB2. After your marking now, or no, any minority for extra petition, comma, neck say, Pam Kennedy Japan. Our minority leader, on was a lawyer, Kennedy Japan. And the neck for Shiano, not Otimubi. And the neck for Sherry and also Assembly. Almost refer Assembly Comma Disciplinary Committee. The question here is National Executive Committee and a Disciplinary Committee. One and a word to me. If NEC could not sack Kennedy Japan, do you think Disciplinary Committee can sack him? Me busamo. Enti video na me bochire wo no. Eya MPP fo a omo call eya Alisa Hotel enne. Abra na NEC fo na be hia. Ena mampurisi fo no ba wo mia organizing the boys say omo nko ho no omo nkoko ntokwa. Enti video we no meeting na no more yet to decide Kennedy Japan's fate and then ana afejama kintima MPP minority for partition party say yampam Kennedy no and about omiaka say the boys ne nkono mo koye nkokontokwa no mo say Ken must go into video way and na ekoso wo ho Now, Bamencha Wadebi, the National Executive Committee, no. The National Executive Committee. Into Weno, and about Baumia release Mampusi boys, no. These are the same boys Omoko Mampusi case in who quarter, they are the same boys. Now, Mamencha Wade. Mamencha why the MPP a dangerous political party, and I'm moving Montias. Omano Moshe black suit no Kennedy Japan bodyguards. Omano Moshe black suit no Kennedy bodyguards no omo. Boys na no be man police for na Baumia esma omo so bon ko honko yes ade no. Omo ya Baumia boys. Now, mame fa no to nche na me kire wade. Kennedy Japan. National Executive Council Committee no, mame kire onipa a omo wom na wa hu ade bi. On say petition no minority for the bia omoye Baumia for na troye. Petition no party for executives ni bi national executives ni bi they call NEC. Now here you see the NEC nipa omo NEC nim. Omo committee ene. We know any from core national officers often treated as NEC leadership. Now we mu the committee in there no. One, national chairman Stephen Ayensun Tim. It is a national chairman Niwa. First vice chairman Dankwa Smith Buti. Second vice chairman Rita Asobaire. Third vice chairman Alhaji Masaudu Usman aka Salakau. These people omuyina connect no. Number 5, General Secretary Justin Kodria Frimpong Mahmoud Baumia. National Organizer Henry Nanabuachi Nanabi Mahmoud Baumia. National Women's Organizer, Kate Jemfua, Galamsey Queen, Mahamudu Bawumia. National Youth Organizer, Salam Mustafa, Kwateboto, Mahamudu Bawumia. National Nazara Coordinator, Abdul Aziz Haruna Futa, Mahamudu Bawumia. National Treasurer, Dr. Charles Jamina, Mahamudu Bawumia. Shade Mamichwa de. We are Bawumia Kuno, or so you can the free party. Shade. Other NEC members, institutional representation, NPP parliamentary leadership, majority leader or whip system, Afenyo Marken, Kennedy Japan lawyer. Regional chairperson, all 16 regions, Mahamudu Bawumia, and Kofwa, or Yuzuomo, ever reggae elections. These same people no Yuzuomo the reggae election to become flag bearer. Regional chairperson, 16 regions, Council of Elders, representatives. These are the same people who worked with Bawumia. We have founding members or constitutional officers. Almost second in Japan, Akokano Krese Afarino MPP and to me anye. For 8 years, Bawumia set up the team to find means to sack Kennedy Japan from the party. Now, boys, yana omuye to trust them. Na Bawumia man prusi boys yano oyebobo masumo omudin kwasesem Ken must go. Yebusa omo say dey na Kennedy Japan aye. Dey ntina Bawumia suma mo ha say dey ntina Samira Bawumia say mommra na mommeye dede na yempam Kennedy free party no. Asama mo kan ni. The reason tia no mo kunto kwan ni.
This party can do without Kennedy Japan. We don't even understand what is so special about Kennedy Japan. The NEC don't want to tell the truth. The same this NEC kick Kobina and Afoko. Why they cannot kick Kennedy? He have to go. Because he have to go. He have to go. He have to go. He have to go and leave this party because what he's saying is killing this party. We have to wake up and protect this party.
What has he said that is killing the party?
He's killing the party because he's telling false. He's selling false. He's saying that at very levels and all what manner he's been saying. He went on air and said that he is going to kill this party. He's even not going to follow the party again. So what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Somebody who came out and tell the people that he's not fit to follow you again. So why are we going to maintain him?
When you say Ken must go, what exactly are you expecting?
We don't need him. He has to go. We are sick and fed up with him.
Yes.
He's selling a lot.
This is the financier of the party, you are aware.
Why? How many? He should give us the check. He give the party. How much did he give the party? He should come and tell us. And we will also bring the contract the party has given it to him. He and his wife.
Yes.
There were been committee chairmen. So he was there. He was doing everything. The contract they give it to him is far plenty. So what else? What else did he want? Please, we don't need him in the party anymore. Yes. The leaders will do the necessary thing and protect this party. For us, what will happen will happen. Yes. Nobody will go out here until they get the election.
What can stop anybody here? Yes, they should take you must go. You must go. You must go. You must go. You will go and leave the party. You must go.
They say, and that for my people, no more Jimmy too. Me catch them. Ya penko for mama ko tibini a enta for mo MPP no de mo tibini e ka kire o dombo for no won kwase ade won se achim ni bi gina ho won se asantifo ni bi yewe ya de enta for mo party no na gitumi o mo gimi MPP enta for no. Now I just want to say something to Kennedy Japan. Me, I've always said I will never advocate in any day. I will never sit here and say, I want Kennedy to be president of Ghana. But that does not also mean, say, when Kennedy is being treated unfairly in my own party, I should sit and say, Kennedy, treating unfairly. Kennedy Japan, Mahamudu Bawumia Peso, everything for Kennedy Japan to come out and say he has left the party. So Kennedy Japan Peso o save party way. So ultimately, president and as a flag bearer crowd party way, Kennedy Japan should be the last person to sacrifice to protect the party. So Kennedy said, "Opesa o save MPP now. He should never step away from the MPP." Mahamudu Bawumia devised this plan. They want to frustrate Kennedy. They want to force some narrative in me. Emmanuel Kennedy yet to the point where Kennedy will say, "I have left the party." Kennedy Japan, this is the last advice I'll give you. Whatever you stand for, Sa wujidi sa party we no kremu na wodo some party no. Na party ni pa na wo pa. Stay with the party. Don't leave. Nobody can force Kennedy Japan to campaign for Bawumia. At least Kennedy has made it clear. The kind of disrespect I will endure in the party, no, will somebody call him to come stand on stage and campaign with Amen Sabunsu? Campaign with Atachia? Campaign with the same Bawumia who has been, at the end of the day, financing young boys and girls to denigrate his image? But what I will tell Kennedy and say, he should not allow Bawumia and Yiriwe to kick you out of the party. He should never allow Samira Bawumia what plotty plan to say. Obegu Edima Sia say one say I don't want to be part, because what they want to do now is that they cannot outrightly come and say they have sacked you, they die. They can't do it. And they know that partner woman, your influence is bigger than Bawumia. The plan they have now is that because they cannot sack you, because Samira Bawumia, no matter what she would do, she cannot sack you from the party, no? They have devised a plan now. You yourself will come and say, we're free party. Don't ever think of that. Because the one to men say, we party way. Now, man, these cowards, outsiders, these people who, in the first place, are not party members. Mahmoud Bawumia, tell me about the running mates, not only party card. People like you, Kennedy Muna, Mojiji Sika, and they are building party na bedruha. If you become a coward and chicken out, if you allow this Fulani Fowe to come and take a party, Modihu Ade Yao, a man for the gu animase, and the gu yirimanase, and the sewunuma, partia and Konfowe from nowhere. Abenya Sikabe billionaires. If you hand over the party to them, then whatever you people have represented or represent, and then at the end of the day, you have crushed it. It did not mean anything. So what I can tell Kennedy is say, let them do what they are doing. Still be a member of the party. Nobody can force you to go and campaign for people who don't respect you. The party is your priority. Make sure you protect the party. Don't quit. Stay in the party. You and I know you can't be president. You and I know. But what you can do, you can support the party. And you can only support the party when you're a member of the party. So what Samira Moyedin say, Mahmoud Bawumia Moyedin say, and I'm the Costa free neck, I'm the Court Destroy Committee. They are going to come out with some kind of punishment that you will make you very angry. The Disciplinary Committee cannot sack you from the party. But they are going to come out with some kind of a punishment. It will get you angry. Mahmoud Bawumia and Samira and Betchiromo, what punishment they should give you. And you ask yourself, say, what did I do wrong here? Who did I speak against? Can't I speak my mind as a statesman? Can't I also be honest when national issues come up? You ask yourself these questions, and those things will force you to resign from the party. Never. Because Alan Ko, a title for Nyauta Woklomuko. Omo a papama party ni nyina Bawumia ne nkofo no scheme strategy bi eyo mu nyina. If you leave, then you have handed the party to Bawumia. Let them do whatever they want to do. Let them do it. You have seen more than this. You have endured more than this. It is a party now, some and yet individual. If somebody believes they can do it alone, sit in the party, stay in the party, and let them do it alone. But for you to abandon the party, for you to say, "Me free party," but you know something, there's something unique you need to do. You always have to speak your mind. And that is the only thing that can save the party you love. Because if you stay in the party, now you refuse to say, speaking about things happening in Ghana and in the party, then it is better you even leave the party. But the only way you can save this party, the only way you can get that party back, say the Ghana for the MP before they have their party back. You need to stay. And you staying means you need to be vocal. You stay means you need to speak for people to understand, say, party need to be for my. The day you will resign from the party, Samira Bawumia Wini, Mahmoud Bawumia Wini, they will hand over the party to terrorists. Because there are people on the borders waiting for Mahmoud Bawumia to become president. Waiting for Bawumia and his wife to take power for them to penetrate. Do not underestimate what they are doing. This is my advice to you, Kennedy. So quitting from the party shouldn't be part of the conversation. Dying and as Uncle party them today because of them into wood and every party them. Never should it happen. Never. Bawumia can do his worst. He can use his national executives. He can do whatever he wants to do, but stay in the party. And you, the Kennedy, we know. Speak your mind. And they are able to speak their mind in the party. And you, Kennedy, Japan, what party you cannot speak your mind? Because you are speaking your mind, people are saying, you need to get you out of the party. Nobody in the NPP should be able to get you out of the party. And nobody should be able to frustrate you to leave the party that you have built. Stay in the party, speak your mind, let them know what you think, and make sure, you're not chasing president, because if you even mention what to president, nobody is going to vote for you because of these people. They have destroyed you. In Kofu, we have a political career. It is Mahmoud Bawumia, Ukoye Juma, Ukoye Nkwasi Juma, Eko di atro, Eko di atem, Eko create enemies for yourself. You are doing this to give Bawumia an opportunity. But today, Mahmoud Bawumia is using that against you. You hear young boys and girls who are being sponsored by Bawumia say these kind of things against you because what do I come at to say Obabwa. But Bawumia, I releasing inquiry say they should use the same thing. The things you were doing to protect Bawumia, Kasafia Okaye, Atenia Udiye, Atra Utaton Kofoso, Nyoma Sebio in the name Seme Yama Bawumia Nekufada succeeding. Today, Bawumia epikis Anyoman and Odiaman Kwara said they should use against you. Don't.
Motherfucker. Nobody also was scanning to me and go for you. Every day you are lying. There be our boy will be more. Don't listen, run to go for our boy. Contumpunia. Obi oye dabrabe mu. Obi osewo 276 building, not a public place. Again, we didn't want to drive you. So we did throw. No, come in throw. Obi a who interview, who better say you know anu nyina for ni intensuo na wo threaten bia oye drug business. Oni obi kasa na oni pakọ na yira. Ye betia so. Who is this man? Menopause. Na ginimu enye clear. The man has shown to MPP say 24 years in parliament. How many companies do you have in Ascent? If you or Timu, your friend is saying moving picking up. What if I go down on Tiaka? 257 houses now to the hotel. What is credible about it? Credible people who are election. You know, be about to all your thoughts. Say. And then now for oil. Extra now on rice. But because on you be any to soon wouldn't be a jar with it, then people are set. Don't believe any jandamo. Yeah, you and no, I go down. No, yeah, the boss, you're nearly too much. You're nearly too dark. He hates Bawumia with everything. The family is my to dark. Na Kennedy nearly to soon. When you follow a madman, when you see a mad person, you identify who mad. Kennedy is about tribal. And a ban in Torah. He's a hypocrite. Tell me what Honorable Ken has done for Ghana. Honorable Ken, you're more forgetting. Honorable, if you don't win, we don't care about you.
What will you do if you win the primaries?
What will you support him? What are we going to sell? No, tell me what are we going to sell? What will we be selling?
This is the NPP. Boys, we kasaya kasa Kennedy tondu bone. Boys, we kasaya to be a point of the Kennedy tondu bone. Kennedy is a drug dealer. Boys, we kaya a bronya. Okay, kaya kasa tondu bone. Uya trofo, uya kromfo. These boys. Don't ever think of leaving this party. And nobody in this party can sack you. As far as I, Kevin Taylor, I live. As far as an MPP member like yourself, a card-bearing member who pays his tithe indirectly, as far as I live, you have no option. Don't ever think of leaving the party. Stay in here. Tinem, speak your mind. Make sure the right things are done. The Odrin say on to me to party, no, they should leave. Aqua and to me emetnasena sebio addition yane. Addition to me yanena enkwa emeje party moso. And I don't expect you to basically run away and hand over such a party to Samira Bawumia. Then that will make you the biggest coward on this planet. For you, the things you have said, nyoma waka. akukuduro sema waka. If you leave this party, Emma Samira Baumia, then you are the biggest coward in the history of Ghana. Prove to these people. Prove to the people who supported you. Let them understand. And your party president in Tina Obaye, and your flag bearer, and your party ye. Say in the next 42 years, we to the party Nijina ye. Na in Chinimba betuma Bowding. They have done coups upon coups. O colleagues in Yoma Pamomo. You do what wasreo. Party was some do sika shem. Aye di nisa woye ende Fulani ba inti obe resigning. Don't ever dare think about that. Baba jansa fo ebuni be penyiti etina etimantimanti. Akwara ode eka bebe fie no otija ho a na obo besia. Asem kese pa ankasa eba Franka ebi nsi so Kennedy. Na mpedifo so aka. You see, Adria no ho fe. Adria no ho fe. Enye ni tipen eni abronye. Mpedifo ana saka. Omzi kuku a wahram esi. No ho etan kura no. Na sebio enye kuka tipen no. Na mpedifo asaka. Omse echo ai mo ding. Echo ai mo ding. Ana eshren chekufu ado enim. Kennedy. Yempenifo asaka. Yeni yempenifo oma ka kire Ghana for. Yes, jantre ni owe experience. Jantre ni owe experience. Oni asofo ne start. Obanyansafo yebuni be. Yen kanasem. We will meet tomorrow. Yebedwum. Yebechirechirem ama Ghana for hunu kure no. God loves you and God loves me. Let's love each other. Let's live in peace and harmony. Your brother should be your brother and your sister should be your sister. No homo. Tomorrow we will meet. We will discuss Ghana. We will laugh. We will learn. We will be positive. God in his own wisdom will protect us. Grant us favor. Grant us life. Have a wonderful night. God bless you. Gigim Abuache.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No one for my Abuache. You will for Belgium Pan. It was a tia Belgium Pan. It was two Belgium Pan. Why you Wild round what? Why you Supuno wild round what? They were for Belgium Pan. It was a tia Belgium Pan. It was two Belgium Pan. It was a Belgium Pan. Why you wild round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? Every papa no, what one is the motto? Every papa no, what one is the motto? Every papa no, what one is the motto?
With the tin tomatoes first. And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who I'm going to block someone. See, I'm going to block someone who will never forget in his life. What kind of stupidness is that? Am I doing soup? Is this a soup? Is this a soup? Do you see this as a soup? If you see a soup, won't you see a soup? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid girl? What kind of stupid girl? What's is this a soup? And then Jimmy some plan on what? Myself, if you don't now slap. And then Jimmy some plan on what? Myself. And then Jimmy some plan on what? Myself. And then Jimmy some plan on what? Myself, if you don't now slap you over there without. And then Jimmy some plan on what? Myself, if you don't now slap you over there without. And then Jimmy some plan on what? 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 Myself. And then Jimmy some plan on what? Myself, if you don't, I'll slap you over there with that. Whoa. Who is backing you? Backing? I'll slap you right now. Stop it, dog.
The tomatoes. He's reconnecting the fresh tomatoes with the tin tomatoes. Hey, whoa. Makacho say, your setup here, I'm found to TV, so. You are reconnecting the fresh tomatoes with the tin tomatoes. And then the tomatoes. Also, nya kuma so TV, so. One day, I tell you, say, wababa ye eduane, wa ye gari pa kap gari siwo. Na ye better say enam esija so ma ochi. Ye bebu say beku krama na achi. One day ye tia no wachi krama no, weku na chia ye bagu edi me yedi ye tia. Akwa we ti bia na kuma ha no. Enyam one say next episode. Ye be one say enam akese didem. Ye bebu say na okrama no wo here wo say machi ne ku na chi na we. Because akuma ne kuta kwa we no. One day anhwe ya ye betia say wa frɛ eye den. Eye Anthony Cabo omo ku krama na we. One day, yet Yano of Anthony Cabo. Anthony Cabo or Rick Cramai dreads. Haquano. Now, Omoku Cramai, always a nice song. The nicest for Otumiso can do Budukum. Anthony Cabo. Our Rick Cramai, my doctor catches in the court of Jenny Nanye. Anthony Cabo. Oh, Rick Cramai, Anthony Cabo. Anthony Cabo. On person and Comeku Cramai. Now, almost a Cramano. On no bar, or say, or Jano Budukum crack or the good chance. Or Tubu Cramai Tree, come no the good chance. Or Somunkuman. Anthony Cabo. One day, Tiana kwa we are to the cabo, and in the cook or cramaya ray or TV. So, someone take crama way sound the beam. One to there's a quad who couldn't I'm crying. I, Mummy, go in him. But I had Nabutre, and I said, Nabutre, Tiger.
This is what I poured this thing in. The tomatoes. The tomatoes is in. There is a tin tomatoes. Yes, this is the fresh tomatoes, but I have to reconnected with the tin tomatoes first. And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who.
Oh yeah, Juma. Oh yeah. Also crowd jabo. You are too much. Oh yeah, too much. I've never been able to have video no. Oh church and kofu aduane ye. Oh chiro. Nyabutre kakre. E dia no. Oh chiro say you have fresh tomatoes. And so tomatoes. And I want tin tomatoes. And I want church and kofu say aduane will reconnect it. Ignore the part of watch no because you know him say oh yes you. So say yankwan and then I would nya botre dey so no. Me nya botre na study video na me say akwa too much. Ade a wo ye obi anka bibia amanfo twere o madwene e wo e internet ne so and our page ne so. Let them write what they are writing. You are the one doing the cooking. Ade ne so no. You are doing too much. Ade na we utumi nya fro na hu ne be ho. Ubu food din na we did the department. Omo say yankwan wo so na wo yes you no. You are reconnecting the tomatoes. So what is this thing of you getting so pissed off? Oh yeah. I'm on for you. Now,
this is what I poured this thing in. The tomatoes. The tomatoes is in. There is a tin tomatoes. Yes, this is the fresh tomatoes, but I have to reconnected with the tin tomatoes first. And who is saying that is soup? And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who. And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who. I'm going to block someone. See, I'm going to block someone who will never forget in his life. What kind of stupidness is that? Am I doing soup? Is this a soup? Is this a soup? Do you see this as a soup? If you see a soup, won't you see a soup? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid girl? What kind of stupid girl? What is this a soup? And then Jimmy some plan on what? Myself, if you don't, I'll slap you over there with that. Whoa. Who is backing you? I'll slap you right now. Stop it, dog. Make a new down. I didn't see you, no. I don't want to make it.
Oh, American, can bet you what tomorrow. Uko bokramain. Ubu ofuma. Or say who is backing that you are backing. Because you are backing, that's why the dog is backing. Oh, American, dogs' lives matter. For come on, me have a father that. Nyabutre. If a patience symbol. Nyabutre, aduane na wo chechim. Ka America na wanka odem because what attack kraman. Ka wo ukwa gina court suit adetira o do honsa akwa kraman. Me ba kroma me first time me call court. Na kraman bi timi area. Na kraman no small dog be. In fact, my neighbor used to he still works at NASA. Or a very tiny dog. What's the dog's name? Oh, Jackson, Kraman White, beautiful dog. Na papa de ne ko walk kakra, and I think one of our neighbors, Mami bi were very off kakra. And I think say Mami no etia kraman no. Hey, right, go we grow the penya with the potty. So Jackson was going for a walk on Indiura. That's the first time I call to. Me kraman tinam call na gabi group call jagwe day. Kraman tin can the Japan tinam call na me call day. So me I was outside too because that time I used to live in a townhouse. Inti na yeah, also be a townhouse there. It's na me sum jina bontene. And na me ne Jackson owner Edin Komo. And they took about 10 steps from me. They were using the pavement the other side. And I'm Musa Mameno. So Omagan Kramani Shege Kakro so Kebugu Kramani so. I think the dog maybe the dog peed on her grass, something like that. And I'm many peeing on my Kramani Shege Kakra. And I just Meso Koja keep a problem. You say I saw the cost me movie. And when I hear dancing for and there's some Jackson so go for me. I did ya friend me say I me neighbor say yanko court adan me na me witness me nko witness ma Jackson and I'm say e dey kwa so dey go so kuruma no and I go kiss my wife say sang some phone e go so kuruma no and I say oh this Jackson, we all love Jackson, Zara loves Jackson, and I say to me go there dance ma Jackson it Jackson lives matter. Jackson too has right. But panade, my men court, adan we tie magu Jackson so ni nyina say Jackson when ya the trauma Jackson ho popo. O colleagues gu Ghana egu eyedien nyame be kire ene tie kai me bre choba e ma dompeto ano betam ko o ti America say obi atia wonti wo wo so Jackson say no papa no o show statement na Jackson could not sleep the whole night. He basically could not eat his food. Jackson has been peeing and Jackson has been shivering. We actually called the doctor. We say Meridia and I, our main witness Mr. Kevin Taylor will give account. We say and opportunity to Tuesday, me cast 2018. My suit. Din. And one I'm to be Jackson so over to Maka court. And yeah, Obi Tiago Jackson so. Me heard Jackson so at the Gabon Yawa Godobe desert keke. Who put us on your meal? Jackson obey to say. Me so at the Gabon Yawa or do we the sim and son of a bedidi. You go to court war. Mr. Taylor, can you mount the box? We say, hey, assemble Krania Kobedu. Man, nantia, my and then they be me be dance my Jackson. Because of Jackson, it's you. Me please, can you swear na blah blah in the name of God? Can you state your name? So my name is Kevin Taylor. Are you the witness for Jackson? But 30 seconds, I'm in Kasaya. I didn't question on I'm so yes. I feel the busa. My minute to war. Men are me Jackson witness. Just say your community you have a court. Adentra Jackson in tea. Yeah, we need case easy. And I'm changing Madam Judge. As soon as it namijina abano Jackson Ankasa Kramaka Kraba or Namaha. And also you can speak any language. Oh, that's me pandemic fancy. And I also what come fancy? And I'm going for my by Mrs. Bradson. Or you more court or Tim Fantipa. And also she's the interpreter. Mr. Taylor, go ahead. Court ahead. And I'm saying, oh. Koto amankasa me be krom ha me mpem ho asem menzi obi are kaw menye me yer na me ba ma woni ye ne yete na anopa wa bo nonson na me horo me ka na Jackson na ne papa wo betwam na won me zin komo ye nyina yete mantem. And my man said, hold on. So, Your Honor, what Mr. Taylor is trying to say is that they are all neighbors. They live in the same community. In fact, in the morning, Jackson and the owner, Mr. Rockbot, they were basically taking a walk. They actually said hi to Kevin, whose daughter is a very good friend to that family. Mr. Taylor Twado. And as something in another day, me jina wana me wuna papa yi onye na Jackson yi wo twem wo na medwin there what do mamen nigate anon na Jackson me sure o sanchin Jackson sanchin Vadidio and as Jackson o sanchin na o sanchin mamen when ye bufu wona kumam na oten Jackson to o ma Jackson na nkasa ne crowd ne reho. I said wait, Mr. Taylor, I want to continue. Your Honor, what Mr. Taylor is trying to say is that actually Jackson was taking a walk. The owner and Jackson were taking a walk. It's true in front of Miss Haley's apartment. What happened was Jackson wee-weed And I'm saying, we don't know, or Chedden, what man can Jackson or we, Mr. Jackson or Sanchin. I was to tell I'm just want to explain. I said, so Jackson, we weed on the grass. Mr. Mammy, I see my can we, Mr. Day, Jackson or Sanchin. Whoa, ready? Yeah,
What's the day? November to November. Me and no mind, no calendar. Come on, let's ride. I'm a running man. Higher than life, no challenger. Trace my loss for the charisma. Chasing those no scavengers. Chasing those no scavengers. What's the day? As a mission city ball in a K won't yes, you're not as a sign. Whoa. Only one a chili walk on with 3 bumping as you're not as a sign. And the day and evidence. I go to chill like a relax. I know the time no evidence. I go to chill like a oh no, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. Yeah. You know, sir, I'm a pop.
Jack. My bottom, me have a moment to show this. Hey, I come my bottom. Now, when you're free, never. Sometimes I'm to meet now. I'm say, echo. Can you? Moment to show this. Whoa. Now, a year or so, mame Tokonu. It's exactly 6:24 p.m. in Ghana. 10:24. I'm a pop star. Now, former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu files fresh motion, asked Supreme Court to review May 28th ruling, cite denial of fair hearing in removal-related case. Madam Tokonu, Andra Ina Bekan Asamoha, oko ECOWAS Court, so on for the 2 fee and free onko, Nensamo Kinano, and Tasumu. Adechi enda no pa Tokonu asaba Ghana abekache Supreme Court say Supreme Court asem na mudi na mubu amefo ama medeko ECOWAS Court ma ECOWAS Court so bu amefo no masaba mami we na nkasa onye nipo Supreme Court amangasa araba Tokonu wo from MTTK matata ka wondo asem na mudi na emame kopie eye ECOWAS Court say me kwa akotwa mo asebrim no ECOWAS Court say dia mekeka no nyansanim intimasaba asem na mudi ni mrebi no me pesa mo sa kan asem ni bia because me nteme ho ase the sense of entitlement. Just say she feels so entitled to the point that na adwene say Ghana ne ne dia enti Tokonu asaba Ghana Supreme Court and or catch almo say case na mudi na medi for na medical ECOWAS Court no masako di for ECOWAS Court masaba monsa hwe case ni biem na me hu ni say mo ndi ni ye just say asem utna go say my mo into a law school just say my mo into no a lawyer no be a judge na e die pa na Tokonu woje o pedie biem mo monyi ji kakra man no mfa nkotena ba bi ndwene no hwe say yenye donation ye ngija me metuma ye wo ha metuma nya $2 million amount. Edian be na wotiti Ghana for say edian so emene posa na say edian. Enti the same Supreme Court you disrespected. You wanted to go out there and do what? Discredit. Because you see, Tokonu enya judgment to Ghana anko niye no. The motive behind Tokonu going to ECOWAS Court and say na opese ECOWAS Court na egu Supreme Court no fin. Na nko opese ECOWAS Court no edi judgment bi ebeba ebe prove say Supreme Court no Ghana Supreme Court say bi omu ni mu nyansa. So the motive no going to ECOWAS Court was to discredit the Supreme Court of Ghana. It wasn't to go get anything from there because now our pain bi wona come made that home. He thought to say the Supreme Court no omu ni ndi ni ye enti so omu ni ndi ni ye dia obey su NPP strategy obe say no. So Tokonu basically decided to go to the ECOWAS Court just to go and disgrace the Supreme Court of Ghana. Some mama nye Supreme Court judge na, and mama nye Chief Justice there, and the mess say Supreme Court no. Na ma discredit Supreme Court. Na we are saying who say sebi omu amugo nyina no, sebi omu ni mumra. That is why she went to ECOWAS Court. Now, oko ECOWAS Court no, and ECOWAS Court aka che se mame, asema odi ba na nyansanim. Eningina so obi antietia ofa ahudie so Ghana krono ese wo boy ya constitution no ehye se yenyi woto akonwa no constitution na wo Ghana no eye pampe edimra no so na yiwo enti aha na waba no sebi ofa woto fin ko onka no kure. So what do you think will make Tokonu come back to the same Supreme Court that she wanted to embarrass? The same Supreme Court that she wanted to go and disgrace because MPP for na catch then say Obama Supreme Court no ejina na so de anka onko de ECOWAS no ngom de nti the advice she got that advice from the MPP former Attorney General who was appointed by Kufuado and Attorney General na go for them on the advice say any MPP there your position and say you have to go to ECOWAS Court and disgrace the Supreme Court of Ghana. Into the MPP basically guided her to go to the ECOWAS court. Now, ECOWAS court now in Jumano, she is back to the Supreme Court she wanted to disgrace. Now she's saying, Supreme Court, ruling now, ruling on the 28th of May, 2026 or say 25. Sa ruling or say na enya fair hearing. Indirectly or catch a court is the court is even corrupt. Takonu enya akukudro. As I catch a Supreme Court say, a Jumana moya the first ma nya ni ye. Sebio na ketashe share proye wom tesia de mesa ka chem so munya. It is like telling them make sure asanu mo dia mame until some be dia mame no mo sa Supreme Court to be ntiase. What kind of selfishness is this? Why are you so bitter, madam? Nobody caused what happened. At a point you were supposed to just resign because the Supreme Court is not for you. At a point you were supposed to leave the Supreme Court, resign, and show people, the Supreme Court now want to own for the personal property. But because of your greed, because politicians were convincing you, they are behind you, because you were giving hopes, because some politicians were telling you, that is why you went ahead and lost everything. Let's put this on record. The Constitution of Ghana and the PAMO, and no individual can sack a Chief Justice in Ghana. The only thing, and the only to sack a Chief Justice in Ghana from his or her position is the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Actually, nipa where Jimmy and I say nipa individual been a year and I so besako. Tokono, you were given all their leverages. You exhausted the law to the fullest. But you see, instead of you to submit yourself to the Constitution, understand a Constitution in the mouth to me, now the same Constitution can get rid of you, you decided to sabotage the Constitution because the process now, if the process wasn't right for you in the first place, you wouldn't have allowed yourself to go through the process. But because you believed in the process, because you believed that the process is fair and that it can give you that satisfaction and that victory, you decided to go through the process because the process, nobody pulled a gun at your head and said, sit through the process. You genuinely, openly decided to go through the process. And it's a ultimate tenacity. Now, I say, this process is fair. I'll go through it. Then whatever comes out at the end of the day, Abra constitutional and clear, you cannot blame anybody. And sometimes I want to say, in conformity to TV, so Facebook the other day, I talk on obina yes over two, Sanko from Yankwasiafo over Jimmy. No single individual in Ghana can sack a Chief Justice in Ghana. No single individual. The idea to my pump Chief Justice or Ghana if you the Constitution, independent Chief Justice. The same Constitution can get rid of you as the Chief Justice, and that is what Tokonu did. Tokonu di bone time and now or Chief Justice the Constitution a who bone and a Constitution activating the Constitution activated itself. Now Constitution activating now say a show with power or say somebody na time and now this kind of to kwano na original time and now boom rasono na original time and now wode umma kwa brochire abra unim se trips bi wo ha enisa wode aban sika koro na obigina ho time and now wo ye contract sama umma no na omoje document contract na obigina ho. You know the Constitution was watching. The Constitution it is samine. Every single thing you do as a civil servant, as an article, whatever, beneficiary, the Constitution is always working with you. Ghana's Constitution, the Constitution was monitoring your movement. The Constitution was taking every single thing you were doing. So when the Constitution got enough evidence, the Constitution activated itself. And when it activates itself, no man in Ghana can stop the Constitution what it wants to do because it is the most powerful judge on the land. And don't blame anybody. Blame yourself. Blame the people you are listening to. Blame the politicians you thought could use power to protect that things you did when you were the Chief Justice. That is what you need to sit and understand. But you feel too entitled. Utimia would there, Utoya would there. Why do you say Ghana no atofo na wo chichire? Why do you say Ghana no kontoa no wetu? Ghana is a country governed by laws. Ye de tumi ma wa bon ban ye de ye men kontia to me no. Sa to me in the Deokotna, the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. It is hard to me to make sure say election was see. So, with all due respect, this is a waste of everybody's time. This is the last time we are spending time on Tokonu's comedy. This is pure comedy from this woman. Metesa MPP Nibika, MPP for the Jimmy too. I saw it on social media. We are going to re-look at Tokonu's case when we come back and reinstate him. So, however, power 42 years now. We are going to really look at Tokonu's. Suddenly, the MPP, they are the only people who are supporting Tokonu. The MPP, the same MPP, they are the same MPP supporting Tokonu after the Constitution dealt with Tokonu. The MPP, they don't respect the Constitution. Omo, adi MPP respect Entoma, Snap, Eduabo, any Nkwasiakeka, Nyoma for win MPP, Omo support Entoma edukwe ye. Yefran Toma, where the fool, Shasim will be a dim, a Kasach nipa Entoma. Snap, no mabo, Ademuade, first snap, bribe, and a three, Adio Winnie John, and then Kwasiaka can do a bo, Omuya, no more so. That is what the MPP respect. They don't respect the Constitution. MPP for Buntu Macha Constitution. Omubu snap chain Constitution. Omubu Ademuade corruption. Omubu bribe chain Constitution. MPP no ebu diabo. It's a party filled with people that don't come want to about dia kwasiafo. Atrofo asefo. Edobi Kano, Madam Tokonu, revenge always makes people better. And you are acting like Lady Macbeth. You have murdered sleep. And Tokonu, you are sleeping no more. Hey, Macbeth, hey. Tokonu, they say revenge always make people better. And you are, because of revenge, you are better. Now, you are acting like Lady Macbeth. You have murdered sleep, Tokonu, and you will sleep no more. Some person may kapu and won't fantimwa. Mekade, yaw na hantan, oma nipa, odi, yaw bon ewana kumem. Dama dininti ama awo, Tokonu, abedan besia nenyi brazi besia sebio oye nipa be yishenenya nenwase na onunti enyi bre na ahantan ena nyama aya ama ohawo ne oyawo abehye wa akomemu no ama eku owu Tokonu eku owu mende intumi na ofride owu jinejina wenwado. You have murdered sleep, and you will sleep no more. Eku owu. If I defend I drama. Lady Macbeth, I say, if you say kind Macbeth book now, I say, Tokonu, you have murdered sleep, and you will sleep no more. Oh, kind of fantima, eku owu. Owu de ekun. Na awankasa so na nankasa de inda bi da if the eku owu jina wodo. I will do GoFundMe for you. Aye. You better go find me. Help Tokonu to kill Owu. Now, Tokonu, you have murdered sleep and you sleep no more. Infanti, Tokonu eku Owu. Na eku Owu a into me dada. Owu jina wenwado. Next time, we need Babu Buno. On kanu kurewo. Now,